Houston, our instruments are showing that we have a incoming message from deep space. Repeat, Houston, we have an incoming message from deep space. Houston, we will begin playing message now. Houston, we're going to try and translate that up here. Hold for translation. Translation complete. We'll begin playing message now.
Hey, it's me, Melissa.
What do you do when the aliens invade? Take a shot of MK Ultra and watch Melissa Jade. Put on your tinfoil hat and tune right in. We got their crime spree, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, a complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects, a mind expanding, fake moon landing, what it all bends understanding. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Aliens is on the sun, or in Area 51. Time travels, unravels, haunted castles, cops are baffled, potential experimental thoughts that make you transcendental. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Crime sprees, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects, a mind expanding, fake moon landing, where it all bends understanding. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa.
Hello, everybody. Hi. Oh my God, it's Mindy, Meowsaurus. Thanks, Meowsaurus. Hi, Natasha, Mrs. Bent Over, Harlot, People Me, MK Schmagma, Kathy, Debbie Doodles, Rickets and Shiggles. It's me, Gray Michelle. Hello, my Gray Michelle. Tony, Julian. We have Chloe Moon, Carol, KPM, Stacy Bobasi, Daniel, Chicken Shite, Andy. I don't share, Andy. We have Double M, God's Child, Riley, Sunny's Grandma, Megan, Jean. Shane says, hey guys, sorry I'm late. Thanks for waiting. We can start now. Perfect. Hi, Lisa, Keith, Jenny B. Hello, Carol. Anybody I missed, welcome. We had a live over on Patreon a few hours ago where we went into part 2 of social media and the society that we're living in, where we are paying to literally watch people destroy themselves. I'm sorry, Ro. I'm sorry, but I'm glad you made it over. What's it called? And so if you are a Patreon member and you didn't catch that, it's posted over on Patreon. And so today we are going to continue. Michelle, I'll drop the link, or it's on my community tab, where you could just click it, or Nightbot will drop it, Michelle. And so we'll probably, the next Patreon live will probably be the next 9/11 episode before I do the next part of the virtual panhandling that is going on social media. I tried, Roro. I went into Messenger and I was like, hey, is anybody around if I do a daytime Patreon? Nobody answered me, but I still did it anyway. Because I'm impulsive and I'm like, if I'm available, let me go on while I can, you know. But you can watch the replay. See, I don't know. That's why, Lydia Jade, whenever I do Patreon lives, I'll also post it on my community tab to try to get, if Patreon members see it on YouTube, to notify them that I'm doing it on Patreon. It is virtual panhandling, Stacey Bobasi. So I'll probably do the next 9/11 episode and then we'll do the next virtual panhandling. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Amanda. But yeah, so if you're a Patreon member, it's posted. We went live earlier, and you can watch the replay. It was just dude, I'm so obsessed. I'm so obsessed, Natasha. And ever since I went down the Lisa rabbit hole, all of these other virtual panhandlers have come up in my feed. So I'm going to be doing another episode on it. It's just bizarre. But before we get started, Our missing child for tonight's live is Oliver Acosta Vasquez. He's been missing since April 28th, 22, out of Center Reach, New York. He is a missing child and believed to be with his non-custodial father, Jose. They may travel to New Jersey or Michigan. Jose is 35 years old, and he is in this photo right here. So if you or anyone you know has information on their whereabouts, please contact the New York State Missing Persons Clearinghouse at the number located in blue. Hey, Homer. Hey, Becky P. Julie. Is it your birthday, Mrs. Spendover? But happy birthday to you for that day. Is it 10 minutes, Michelle? Wow. Oh, man. It's hard going through how many missing children there are out there. But yesterday, we last left off and we paused in the middle of a pretext call from the 14th, Valentine's Day. I'm here for MJ's left, not Letecia's gray legs and nails on a chalkboard. Thank you. Hey, Jade Black. And thank you for anybody who went over and subscribed to Crime Timelines. They were so sweet, and they made sure to thank me for sending everyone over. I also shared their channel out on my community tab. Just kudos and shout out to them. They have 2 timelines for 2 different cases, one being Letecia uploaded, and I know that channel is going to do really well because I know how much time it takes to do that. So not late at all, Creative Minds. You're perfect. Hi, Jules. Hi, Brandy. So Carolina, if you're a Patreon member is different. So if you click on it and it allows you to view, go view away. You know, like if you're not a Patreon member, I don't know if it's going to let you view it though. Patreon is separate from YouTube. Patreon is where we discuss more of the controversial stuff that one I either can't talk about on YouTube, which is my 9/11 coverage and stuff like that, or more of a controversial topic, which definitely was one of the things we were talking about today, with what's going on social media. Hi, FBIs. Hi. Welcome, fellow Melissa. Hi. So hi, Jen. Roro, it's Crime Timelines. I'll drop their link again, but it's right on my community tab. So yesterday we paused at a certain point in the February 14th pretext call. And the place that I paused was when Al was about to flip out. You know, he was about to, Megan just became a Patreon member. Thank you, Megan. I just got notified. But Al was just about to push back, and we paused it because Allie was going live on her channel. And so thank you, Chicken Shay. Chicken Shay just gifted a membership, made someone no longer gray like Tisha's legs. Thank you so much, Chicken Shay, and congrats to the recipient. Hi, Darlene, you made it. So we're going to pick right back up where we left off. Let me pull the shirt. All right. Now, on this call so far, Letecia has been screaming, I need immunity, I need immunity, I need immunity. Al is explaining, I can't give you immunity. You know, why would you need immunity? She's like, because the person knows everything about us. It's gang related. And we have not been able to really understand anything she's been saying because the waterworks have been put on to the max. Now we paused it right when Al was basically, all right, it's been an hour of this shit. I'm about to start to clap back a little bit. And then we paused it. I listen to them often, but dang it, if you don't catch them. That's what we were saying, Jules. Every damn time it's something new that you catch. It doesn't matter how many times. You got it, Michelle L. It doesn't matter how many times you listen to them. There's always something new. Hi, Starlight Angel. I'm just saying shit. That's perfect. I'm sorry. Oh my goddess. Okay. So I'm so happy you got it, Michelle. So we're just going to pick right back up. Again, this is Valentine's Day. This is in the middle of the call we started. And thank you, FBI. Thank you. Oh my God. I didn't realize that's how you pronounced your name until I just got that notification. Do you know how many times I've said your name in my head while saying hello to you, usually and on a mask? And I didn't realize it's pronounced FBI. I am so bad with names, man. Hi, Maria. But thank you, FBI, for becoming a member. So, hi, Les Lemons. Here we go. Valentine's Day. Again, Letecia's only concern is getting immunity, having her family get back together. Al is being directed by the FBI, and he's trying to acquire and obtain as much information as possible. Let's get into it.
Boy, my 1 pound, 6 ounce little baby boy is out there, and I don't know where he's at. Okay? I don't know if he's dead or if he's alive. I just don't know anything. But you know something, and you won't tell me. But you want my love? You want me to come back to you?
Oh,
you want us to be together, this big happy family of 4, you keep saying? Why do you keep saying 4?
I didn't say happy.
Oh, yes, that's also where we paused it. Al is confronting Letecia in her emails. She kept saying, I just want the 4 of us to be together and be a family again. Hi, Rhonda. And Al is confronting her because it's not 4. It's supposed to be 5 with Gannon. And so here is another slip where Letecia lets it known that Gannon is no longer alive.
You keep saying? Why do you keep saying 4?
I know, Julie.
I didn't say happy family of 4. I said
God damn it, you said it 10 times on the email, okay, Tisha? Now you get me pissed off, okay?
Really?
Yes, you said on the email, family of 4. What does that mean? How do you know what this guy did or didn't do to him? You need to start freaking telling me something, Tisha, or I won't do anything. I'll sit on my fat ass in this hotel room and let the police fuck it up and let you do whatever you're doing and just pray that God brings my son home to me because you're not helping me, period.
Wow. See, this is why I can't trust you.
You can, fine, you can trust me or not.
Wow. This is why I can't trust you. Now, buckle up because it's going to be the worst form of gaslighting and reverse psychology you ever see. And it's going to be very frustrating because she always turns it around on Al. Letecia is the biggest victim of this murder.
Trust me, I don't give a damn, Tisha. You keep saying family of 4, not me. You left. I didn't tell you to go anywhere.
Show me where I said that. I said it should be us 4 going to look for Gannon.
Okay, fine.
Going to look for Gannon.
I'll get you the damn emails. You just get me the freaking truth, and that's what I need.
Give me what emails?
I'll show you the emails where you said family of 4, and you always talk about your damn self, and then you throw a little blurb about G in the end of it. So yeah, I'm pissed off, but I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. Okay, I'm giving you. Yeah, you can wow me all you want to. So let's calm down, okay? I'm upset.
The FBI agent said to him, okay, calm down. And I give him a lot of credit. Hi, Tim. I give him a lot of credit because, God, I don't think I'd be able to control my emotion. I don't. Hi, Kate. But you could hear the agent saying, okay, try to calm down. And he's like, all right, let's try to calm down.
I'm giving you, yeah, you can wow me all you want to. So let's calm down, okay? I'm upset.
No,
I'm
You've
upset.
already talked to somebody, and now you're turning again.
Now I'm turning again?
Okay. Okay. When I tried to reach out to you for help, but okay. See, this is why that is the very reason I asked for it. Because you don't have you in your mind are not on my side. You are not trying to do anything but do like the rest of these people online.
All right, hey, listen. Let me tell you something. I'll tell you whose side I'm on, and that's Gannon's. Okay, are you on Gannon's side or are you on your side? Because you keep saying my side and this and that. Why do you need that if you didn't do anything? Okay, I believe you that you didn't do anything, but why do I got to be on your side? This is what we've dealt with our whole fucking relationship, Tisha. It's always got to be you and the rest of the world. Okay, now it's just not the case here. It's Gannon. Gannon is the number one. And you freaking have the info and you have the ability to be the star of the damn show now, so all the attention can be on you, and the little boy can come home, but you just won't do it.
How can that be?
Now, don't forget that even when in the beginning, Landon said that she believed that Letecia may have staged something, but Gannon was still okay. So this is clearly, hi Crime Crochet Coiffee, hi Bogart, thank you. This is clearly something Letecia has done in the history of their relationship, where she would stage things for attention, and for them to even believe that she would go as far as something as Gannon being missing tells you the extreme type of situation she would stage.
How can I give people info when you're sitting here critiquing my emails and accusing me?
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you about our communication. I can critique it all I want to, okay? But you got the freaking name, you got the person, you got the time frames, you have every key piece of information about that little boy, and you're holding on to it for your protection, and that's fine.
And that little boy wouldn't want me in trouble when he tried to help and knows I didn't do it.
Julie.
I didn't take him.
The little boy wouldn't have got you in trouble? What?
Nothing. Just never.
No, you said he wouldn't have got you in trouble? For what?
I just said he wouldn't want me trying to be like, got you, like you're acting like got you. That's not Gannon. Gannon won't do that.
Are you talking about the burn in the carpet and all that? Or what are you talking about? That
no, I'm saying how you...
Crime Crochet Coffee, that is so funny that you said that, because I had a piece right before we started. Like, the 2 minutes that I was late, like I was taking my last bite. So that's so funny that you associate this with needing cheesecake too, because I do also. I would call it clarifying. Thank you, Sarah Baum. That's true. So true. Al's problem is when he asks her a question, he then keeps talking without waiting for her to answer, and she slimes her way out of the question. Well, watch on the prize. You're right. But as these calls go on, okay, this is still in the beginning of the pretext calls, he pushes back, because the more stories and different versions she gives, things start to get heated and she starts to crack also. Ooh, it's almost July. Hell yeah, chicken shite. But I only like New York. I know. I hate to say I don't like Italian cheesecake, but the difference is cream cheese versus ricotta cheese, and I do not like Italian cheesecake.
You're talking to me.
I'm at my roast end about my son.
You went from being nice, talking about let's calm down, and he started screaming to me about emails.
Why are you being mean?
Because I'm frustrated, because I got to sit there and I got to try to keep you on my side, okay, on Gannon's side, to try to find the boy. And now the past two...
Sorry to pause again, but hi, Sofla, Mama. It's been so long since I've seen you here. And thank you, Melissa. I'm so happy that you enjoy the channel. And thank you, Roro. Has anyone seen Natasha? I saw her a little bit ago in here, but thank you so much for the super chat.
You know resources to do it.
No, you're not. The resources are out there. You have the information. The information is what I need. I don't need resources. Okay, I need information. I got a car. I got energy. I got everything I need. I just don't have information.
Yeah, that's fucking convenient. You got a car, right?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Great.
Listen to her mad. Oh, it's convenient. You got a car, huh? You got a car. You were able to get a rental car. Now, if you were not here yesterday, hi, Shauna. He confronts Letecia because she took $2,000 out of their account at the beginning of the month. Okay, so days after she murdered Gannon. Hi, Miraka Ayasin again. I'm probably butchering that. It's probably a clever name too, and I just don't pronounce it right, so I apologize. But she took $2,000, which is a third out of his paycheck, you know, like, and so she sent it on fashion. But she's mad because their cars are in evidence, but Al managed to get a rental car and she didn't. Which again, she is in a different state right now, but she doesn't know that Al knows that, but he does.
Yeah, that's fucking convenient. You got a car, right?
Yeah,
oh, thank you.
Yeah, okay, yeah, great. It's convenient. Who gives a fuck, all right? You got information about an 11-year-old boy that's out there somewhere alone, afraid, and heaven forbid he's dead.
Exactly.
Does this guy, I mean, has this motherfucker told you if Gannon's alive or not? Is that part of his communication? That's what I need to know. You need to tell me that right now. What?
He said he needed the money. When was the reward happening?
Well, the fucking reward's on the...
He said he needed the money. Where's the reward? Again, flipping the script. This is on you guys because you didn't put a reward out. But please keep in mind when I showed you guys her social media posts, she was posting her own Cash App and PayPal along with Harley's and then using these alt accounts to say, please, anybody who could help poor Tisha has to have supplies, room, gas, food for her and Harley. So anybody who could send money, that would be greatly appreciated. Yeah, Jules. Yep, exactly.
Hey, the reward's on the way. Text him and tell him that his money's coming. I need my damn son right now. He'll get his fucking money and then he can go on with his life. He needs to go to prison. You're damn right. But most importantly, we need to get that boy back.
Hi, Tiffany.
So if he needs money.
I know that. I'm offering you help.
So you know so he's alive? So Tisha, stop. I need to know if he's alive. If the guy's just waiting on the freaking $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, what is he waiting on to give the boy back? Is he dead? Is he alive? I need to know these things.
Yes. Meowsaurus. Yes. The answer is yes. And hi, Nana Banana. I showed you guys the social media post. There was the Support T Stauch Facebook group. There were people that believed her. And if you don't believe me with that, Allie just had Kit on. Kit is somebody that we've seen calls with during the jail calls and letters with. And she fully explained up on Allie's how she believed Letecia was innocent. So there are people.
Are you going to listen to me?
I'm trying, but you're not telling me anything. You keep going on about a fucking car, about fucking emails. Tell me if the boy's dead or alive.
You're talking about emails.
Tell me about the boy, Tisha.
I don't know. I just know that I keep getting information from him asking about a reward.
Is he emailing you? Because you don't have a phone. How is he contacting you?
Are you listening to what I told you earlier?
Oh, my God.
Are you listening to anything? I told you I'd gladly turn over the messages. I'll gladly turn them over to authorities.
Yeah, but he's asking, how are these messages happening since your phone is in the custody of the police department? So is he reaching out via email, Snapchat? How is he reaching out, Tisha?
I told you I would gladly do that. I told you I'd gladly turn over his name. You don't understand. You guys could set me up, send him money in my hand, and I guarantee you he would come. But you're not listening.
You think I got that kind of money? We got to get the money. That's being worked on. I've heard through somebody said, I think Landon said that they're putting a reward out to Gorson Ranch or something. So they're getting the money because somebody thought it would come to this, so they started that.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody, including myself, most importantly, needs assurance that the boy's alive or that if he's dead. Because what the hell does the money mean if he's dead?
How do you think?
Yes, I do, because if you're communicating with the guy and he wants the money, he's got no.
You're getting followed by him.
Okay, you just said he had messages. Okay, so which one is it?
Yes, I keep getting messages.
Okay, so
we moved hotels. We moved hotels.
Okay, so if he's sending you messages, you have communication.
Now, dude, she never thought this stuff out. I don't know why she didn't. Because so much pressure was on, you would think she would just be a little bit smart when it comes to this. But now this guy is not only caught, he is following me. He is sending smoke signals, hotel to hotel. When I arrive at my hotel, it's not the same experience. You get a little chocolate on your pillow. I have a threat on my pillow when I arrive at the hotels. Okay.
With him, and we need assurance Gannon's alive, or he can shove the fucking money up his ass. All right?
Emily.
You need to get assurance that Gannon's alive and send it to whoever you want to send it to in the authorities.
How am I getting assurance? Are you listening?
I am listening. You keep saying messages.
You fucking kill anybody and everybody. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
Right now, we're worried about Gannon. Okay, you're worried about yourself when there's 11 years and you're safe. People are following you, they're following me. Maybe people are after you, they're after me. Okay, I'm safe, you're safe, Gannon's not. Okay, who's the priority here? You tell me. Tell me. Okay. All right. No, stop. Gannon's the priority. You communicate with that motherfucker and you tell him to give us assurance of Gannon's safety.
Communicating with him. See how you're putting words in my mouth again?
A message is communication. So you put words in my mouth.
And it's following me, sending something to me.
How is he sending it?
Communication.
How is he sending it? Like Inspector Gadget in the trash can? Or what is he doing?
Well, she does have a go-go gadget toe. All right, we all saw how her toe extended and clicked the button to open the door to make her great escape. But exactly, Chezzy, she can't, and that's, again, I think any mom, a lot of people who aren't even moms in a second would trade their own self in exchange for a child and their safety. But even if her story was true, you are admitting that you are not willing to save Gannon unless you have immunity and you have assurances, which is bizarre.
I said I would turn all that over to police gladly. I told you that 16 times. You want me to tell it 17?
Yeah.
I called and asked for help. I called and asked to stay with you, but you were like, no.
How would... See, I told you she just wants to get them back together. Exactly, Natasha. I asked for help. I said I wanted to stay with you. First of all, Letecia, you left. You ran. Al didn't even ask you to leave. You did that on your own. But how would sharing a bed with Al help this situation? And I told you guys, it's because she wanted to manipulate him sexually. If she could just get to him, if she could be in the same room with him, if she could wrap her arms around his neck and look into his eyes and, baby, come on, you know I wouldn't lie to you, get him to have sex with her, he would ask less questions. She wanted to manipulate him in person. Hi, Little Red O.
But you were too damn busy trying to be up your ex-wife's ass. Nothing but try to leave me out when I'm sitting there trying to help you. Tell you I would testify against you. Against him. Tell you I would kick him out of the lineup.
Was that a slip? Was that a slip? I would testify against you. Why would you have to testify against Al?
Hello?
I'm here. I'm just trying to let you talk because you're not helping me at all. You're just telling me all this.
I will help you with more details. If you can fucking talk to them, I need immunity.
Tisha, you don't understand. Nothing I tell to these people is going to matter, period, about your safety, not your safety, but your immunity or whatever.
Yeah, we've been doing a deep dive on Letecia for months, and everybody who's here we're just hooked, and we can't, I don't know, we just can't wrap our heads around Letecia and why she's done what she's done.
What you're looking for. I have no say-so. That's all.
Okay,
You have control.
Funny that they talk to you all the time, but won't fucking respond to me. Do you see? And you want me to trust and tell them things? Do you see?
Listen, that guy still hasn't responded to me, so I don't know what you're talking about either. But listen, the thing.
Call him. Call him, and I'll call you right back.
I'll call him in a minute. Okay, I'll get off the phone and call him. And
you need to call, sir. You need to call that FBI agent right now. You need to get him to grant me immunity without me handing you over anything, and then call me back on this Indian guy's phone, will ya?
Call me back, but you got to understand something. You are in total control of this situation, okay?
Guess what? Took control. Give me my immunity, and I will have this head for you, because I will tell you who he is, and I will show you.
She believed Al. Melanie, we're obsessed. Don't judge us. I know. Basically, in a nutshell, we're obsessed. But give me immunity and I'll give you the information. I will not save your child. I will not give you any information aside from pimple craters unless you grant me immunity. Al having power as the biological father, of course, but he didn't.
We're not going to
know, but they're not allowed to.
I didn't say anything original. I was terrified, scared, followed. They're not doing that to me. Take it how you want to. I know you don't ever want to even be with me again. So why? Go on, be with your wife, your ex-wife. I don't care.
Oh, shit.
Listen, I'm telling you, we've gone around.
I wonder why she was there anyway.
Listen to me. We beat around the bush.
Sorry, but the audacity. Go be with your ex-wife if you want to be. It's you slept with her anyway. That's where Letecia's mind goes. After she murders his child, she's sitting there accusing him of having sex with Landon. Landon was there because her son is missing and her other child is there. But Letecia goes into, you've already fucked Landon, trying to trap him to get him to admit to something. I highly doubt Al or Landon were thinking about sex at this point, okay? And thank you so much, Fancy. You're so kind. But the audacity of her. Well, go have sex with her. I know you already have.
You. We've gone around.
I wonder why she was there anyway.
Listen to me. We beat around the bush about this.
Did you sleep with her while she was there?
Who are you talking about? Listen. Forget about Landon. Forget her.
Did you answer the question?
Why? No, absolutely not. I'm not here being questioned because I've done nothing wrong. Okay. All right, but listen, I'm gonna tell you.
Thank you again, Fancy, for the gifted memberships. Congratulations, whoever just received that membership. Thank you so much, Fancy. Oh, thank you, Toby's mom. I normally listen while going to bed at night. Thank you for your hard work. I really appreciate that. Thank you, guys. It was she's a doctor. She's Dr. T. Dr. T. Stauch. I'll never forget when she said that in the Bethel interview, where it's like, yeah, my Instagram is under Dr. T. Stauch. And Bethel's like, doctor? Like, what? Yeah, no. She always lived alive, but she always got away with it up until now. And so Letecia is so jealous. And she demands an answer from Al. Did you fuck her? His child is missing. But that's how much hate she had. That's why with Letecia, it's not even a crime of passion. It's not, hi, honey. It's not even like she snapped and all the emotions just came to a head. And then she was like, oh, shit, what did I do? No, that hate, that resentment, that anger stayed long after the murder.
Straight up right now. And I told you I'd be honest with you. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I don't think this fucking dude exists, okay? You've told me he's a Mexican. You told me he's Uncle Mark. You told me Gannon was playing. No, you listen to me. You told me Gannon was high-fiving him. Then he was trying to tackle him. Then you told me he's hiding the damn storage shed or whatever. You told me they went through the gate, but you didn't even know where the key was when you knew where the key was. I think this motherfucker's a figment of your imagination.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. I'm going to let you go then.
Good. Let me go then. And you call me when you got the truth.
Ow! Go, Al. Go, Al. So insecure, Jules. But damn right. MK, thank you for 16 months. That is so amazing. Her other fish lips are cropped out. Okay. Thank you. We very much rely on MK for some comedic relief during the hard discussions, but MK, Jesus, I read that out loud. Oh man,
that is the truth. But okay.
That's fucking bullshit, Tisha. There's no fucking dude out there. You tell me right now what the truth is.
There's no dude out there, really?
Dick, MK.
So you mean to tell me that there's no dude that took Gannon's Stauch?
Okay, see what she just did there again? Mirroring. Remember I told you guys yesterday or the time before about mirroring, where a liar, in order to buy time, will just repeat back to you what you're saying. So Al said, I don't believe that there is a dude. I don't believe anybody took Gannon. So what does Letecia do? You're telling me you don't believe there's a dude? You don't believe anyone took Gannon? It's the mirroring. It's the responding with the question. I'm answering a question with a question, or taking your statement and repeating it back to you because there's actually nothing to respond with. So she's just buying time and acting shocked and disgusted with what he's saying. And thank you again, Fancy, for gifting a membership. Congratulations. Whoever just received it, please thank Fancy in the chat. So watch what she does again.
There's no dude out there? Really?
Really?
So you mean to tell me that there's no dude that took Gannon's Stauch?
See? So there's no dude out there? You're meaning to tell me that there's no dude that took Gannon's Stauch? Yeah, that's exactly, congrats, Bogart. That's exactly what he just said. You don't need to repeat it back to him. That is Letecia's, she must ask you a question, okay? And I'm not hating. Some women grow darker hair, some women grow more hair, but I'm just hating on Letecia as a person. And yeah, she must ask you a question, and that has not been edited in any way or form. Hi, Sassy Tech.
That's what I'm asking you. You won't tell me. I don't think he fucking exists.
I said that I told you, and you told me it was a figment of my imagination.
No, you told me a bunch of bullshit. I need a name. I need something, okay? A description of a 5'7" Mexican don't mean a damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
I know his name.
Well, tell me his fucking name then. Because you won't tell me. You won't tell me anything.
Oh my God, you didn't say it to me. I can't believe you.
Well, hey. Believe me, I want to believe you, but you can't keep telling me this motherfucker's running around the house, got guns, but he doesn't have guns, going out the gate, but he's never been out the gate. Well, what is his name? Just tell me his freaking name, Tisha.
I didn't tell you that. I told you that Gator was friendly with them. I didn't say running around the house. I said during the time.
Listen. Here I go again. I'm going to be straight up with you. This ain't the first goddamn time you lied to me, Tisha. Okay? And I'm sorry I'm getting so worked up and cussing because I'm not like that. But you fucking lying to me. And it ain't the first time.
Yes,
so I need you to tell me how I can believe.
So this is after the Bethel interview, but before the Grusing interrogation. Grusing was the day she was arrested. So this is about 2 weeks after Bethel and about 2 weeks before being arrested and having the Grusing interrogation. So this is kind of smack dab in the middle of when the murder and the arrest took place. This is about 12 days after she dumped Gannon's body off the bridge. And this is at the height, really, of her social media antics and running around in the Facebook groups and the Nancy Grace and the polygraph and all that stuff. And she claims she's pregnant.
Believe you right now. You lied this whole freaking time. He never left the house out the front door. Okay, that was lie number one. And I'm not going to go through all the bullshit. Tell me his name so I can find my son. All right, good.
Well, okay, so that it's a separate call. It hung up, and he said, "Okay, good," because again, the FBI are there with him. Grusing is there with him. Grusing had told her a couple of minutes ago to Al, like, calm down, because they don't want her to hang up. They want her to keep talking, but they also understand that Al is naturally very emotional. I don't think Nancy ever responded. Rachel, I'm sorry. I told you I'm so bad with the name pronunciation. But Jose Baez did twice. Yes, Mindy. Yes. So she didn't even move out yet at the time of that Bethel interview where the last one we watched, the Bethel interview where she stuffed the tissues down her pants and she got taken out by the ambulance, she slipped out of the hospital. Then it was after that she did the Spencer Wilson interview where her back is turned. That is when she took all of her belongings and went to an extended stay hotel with her family. That is when she then got Gannon's body out of the suitcase near Palmer Lake. Not out of the suitcase, and then put it into the different moving van. And then her and Harley started traveling across the country, staying at hotels, stopped at Florida, dumped his body, and then continued to Myrtle Beach.
Hello? Hello? I can't hear you. Hello?
I said it's the signal.
Okay, well, what? Because you hung up on me and I'm not really feeling this right now. So what? What do you got for me?
I didn't hang up on you. I can't help the service goes in and out.
Fine, whatever.
You were being all nice, caring, listening, everything. Then all of a sudden you started being hateful.
Yeah, because you got information I need for my son that everybody needs to get this boy back. Okay?
You just told me, okay, so now you're saying I got information, but then just a minute ago you told me I made it up and it was a figment of my imagination.
Okay, so it's on you to pick which one it is. It's not on me to sort through it. It's on you to tell me the truth or keep feeding me bullshit.
I told you from the beginning. Listen to me.
Yes. No. Let's start over. Let's get a new beginning here. Okay, let's start over. Because if you keep going back this same path we've been on, I'm just going to keep getting more pissed off and more hurt and more worried about my son because you've told me 17 different stories now. Start over and tell me who the fuck has my boy. Okay? Tell me a name. Yeah. That's the beginning. I don't care about Saturday. I don't care about Sunday. I don't care about the fucking truck on Monday. I don't care who.
You told me it was a pigment of my imagination. Oh, Jesus. Oh my gosh.
As Gannon. That's what I care about. Who?
Then I want immunity.
Oh.
What the fuck does that have to do with who has Gannon? I can't.
Then I want immunity. And her excuse for immunity makes no sense. Well, because everyone's going to be mad and said you had information. No. Trust me, that's not going to be on their mind, right? But I want immunity and I want it now. The way she demands immunity, like they could just write it up and fine. We're not going to charge you with any crimes. But then she didn't have anything to give them. So she was desperately, hi, Dynamite. She was desperately trying to get immunity while knowing she had nothing to hand over.
Can't give you immunity. You call the police. You do what you got to do to get yourself protected from whatever you're worried about. I mean, it keeps. Anyways, I'm not dealing with that. Okay, the beginning is who has Gannon.
Did you even call the guy to ask him about immunity to talk to me? Did you?
Did you? Ow. In this 3 minutes that the phone hung up, did you even call the FBI and demand immunity for your wife? No. Jim John Doe, no. Is that what you're saying to me?
No. Yes. No, sir. I mean, John, no.
Well, then you need to call me back once you do.
Did you even call the guy to ask him about immunity to talk to me? Did you?
No, because I figured you'd call me back. I thought you was hanging up with me. Call me back. What is he? What can I? I'm not your lawyer, okay?
But you're my husband.
Right, and I'm telling you right now, you want immunity. You want this fucking immunity because there's no dude. It's all a fucking lie, Tisha. Prove me otherwise. Just like I told you with the rape, I'll get on my knees and beg for forgiveness if it's true. If it really happened. If there is this fucking guy out there, I'll on the media, I'll go out to the world and say I was wrong, my wife was right this whole time. But there's no fucking dude, Tisha. Prove me wrong.
Hey, Chloe.
Prove me wrong.
Dude, huh?
Yeah, prove me wrong. Was this an accident? Did something happen? Did you accidentally hurt him? Did you give him too much medicine? What happened?
So what do you think happened then? Since you had
Nope. Grusing said this to her, and Bethel said this to her. We cannot guess what happened. You want us to guess what happened. We see Letecia do this every fucking time. Instead of me just giving you the answer, she'll ask you what you think happened. And then if you dare hold her to what she said happened, she gets mad and says, no, I didn't say that that's what happened. Aw, thank you, Debbie. Debbie Doodles just gifted a membership. Congratulations, whoever just received it. Please thank Debbie in the chat for that membership. Thank you so much. She always answers a question with a question, Chezzy. Always.
So what do you think happened then? Since you think everything I have to say is wrong, since I offered help, then what do you think happened?
Well, I'm gonna tell you first of all, like I told you already, I was not home. That's what the problem number one. Okay, something bad happened and I wasn't there to take care of it. All right, so for the rest of my life, no matter what happens, I'm gonna blame myself for this because I wasn't.
And I believe that. And I hope Alan landed nothing but peace
there because I was trying to progress in my career, be successful, and all these things. Okay, I just wasn't there. That's number one. That's the first thing that happened. Number two, I mean, you told me a lot of things that happened in like a 12, 13, 24-hour period. You talk about blood, you talk about Gannon's foot, you talk about the burns. All this happened in a short time, and they were all accidents. Nobody's to blame. Okay, nobody. And you just panicked.
Exactly.
Okay, that's what I think. I think all this stuff happened, and then maybe, I don't know, maybe there was a big accident. Gannon took too much medicine, or Gannon hit his head, or Gannon's nose was bleeding, or I don't know. Okay, I'm sitting here trying to make all these theories up, but all these things are running through my head. He hit his head on the ground. He hit his head on the wall. He picked his fingers too much, and he was bleeding. Whatever the truth is, Gannon did something and it was an accident. And then I just feel like because I wasn't there to keep it all together, you panicked. And then I don't even have a theory on the rest of it. Okay. That's what I think. I think there's absolutely no guy there. And I understand why that would be on your mind. I understand that. Okay. I'm not discounting that. I'm not making you feel bad. If that's something you're trying to get through this and you made that up. Okay. You've told nobody that but me. Okay, so if that's not,
I told the police this.
Okay, screw the police right now. This is me and you. Screw the freaking police. They're not listening anyways. You know that. They're looking all these places. They're not shouldn't be looking there. Okay, so they're not listening to you. I'm listening to you.
I don't know, Nana.
I just need to know what happened. I gave you my theory up until the one point where you panicked. Okay, whether it was too much blood, Gannon hurt himself, and you didn't know how to handle it, and you didn't want to call me because you were scared I might be upset at you. And I understand that. I understand that you've got this, you want to do so good for the kids and provide for them and food and clothes, and you do a great job at all that stuff. Okay? You do a great job at all that stuff. And I tell you that all the time. And you really want me to feel like you're better than Landon. And I tell you all the time that you are. Okay, I feel like all that factors into this, that something bad happened accidentally. Nobody's fault. Accidents happen, and that's what we would have told Gannon, the candle or whatever it was. Accidents happen. We can get new carpet. We can't get new children though. Okay, I tell you that all the time. We can't replace our children. We can replace clothes and carpet and couches. Who gives a fuck about that stuff? And you know I've told you that. We smash the TV. Who cares about the TV? Okay, an accident happened here of some sort. You panicked and freaked out, and then I just need the rest of the story. I just need to know where Gannon is. Okay, I just need to know what has happened with Gannon. Is he safe? Is he hurt? Is he alive? Is he okay?
Now, even though this is an epic moment for Al, and I don't want to pause it, but what I want is for you guys to realize she's silent for the first time. She's not immediately interrupting him and like, what? No accident, no, And I think for a moment, she was thinking if she should switch it up. Like, I think for a moment, he was doing so good. I even believe him, right? He's doing so good in this moment. I even believe that if it was an accident, okay, we'll figure it out, And I think for a moment she was thinking if that's possible that she could get out of it, but she knew she couldn't because she couldn't ever produce his body without the truth coming out.
I don't want to hear no more about this dude unless you give me a name, okay? That's the TV. Who cares about the TV? Okay? An accident happened here of some sort. You panicked and freaked out, and then I just need the rest of the story. I just need to know where Gannon is, okay? I just need to know what has happened with Gannon. Is he safe? Is he hurt? Is he alive? Is he okay? I don't want to hear no more about this dude unless you give me a name, okay? So I don't believe it until you give me concrete information. My theory is this. That accident happened. You panicked. Now tell me the rest.
The guy was there. I'll give you his name. I swear to you.
Give me his
when
name.
I tell this part, this is why I want you.
Okay.
See, okay?
Okay.
The whole thing happened. The cops were there. Yada, yada, yada. All that was true. You keep saying all these stories.
Now get ready for a shift. She's about to shift to her next story. Now, yada, yada, yada. The cops were there. If you weren't here yesterday, she is saying the guy and Gannon were still in the house at the time that the cops were there. Now, we know this story is fake, but she's being honest. She is the killer. She was there when the cops came. Gannon was in the storage room. That is true. He was there when the cops came. But there was no mysterious man.
There, yada, 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 all that was true. You keep saying all these stories is not what happened. I really was truly thought that Gannon was going out every day, had been talking to somebody because he was asking me some questions or whatever. And then this dude, when I was trying to get your bike, he followed me. So I get that code. That's why I was looking in and out the doors at Petco.
Oh, so so it wasn't about Gannon getting out. And I'm not.
Can you listen to me before you jump in there?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to
making sure he didn't get out because if someone was following me, I didn't want him to know someone was in the car.
Okay, so now it's switched. Enter the new story. Now, when we were driving around, there was someone following Letecia all the way from the Petco trips. And that's why she kept looking at the Petco window to make sure nobody had taken Gannon.
Okay.
So, yes, that's why.
Okay.
All I was trying to do was fucking go get you a bike. Then, I leave because I was going to go to this place to be looking at free to get a bike, and I realized that this dude was following us again. So I tried to make some turns around Palmer Lake area, in and out of that area.
Boom! Again, Palmer Lake area. She is trying to account for her being there because she would ultimately dump Gannon's body there. Self-incriminating.
There, which is where they're searching because I'm sure they got my GPS. Searching for nothing. And then, when I had to come up the little hump, there's this dude. Well, this dude is in your truck with us.
It conveniently hangs up. This dude is in your truck with us. So now it's no longer just Letecia and Gannon driving around in the early morning hours. Well, not early morning, from 10 to 2 before the murder. Now he's in the truck with them. So what I want, before I continue, what I want you guys to realize is Al's speech right before this. Remember when I said he was even convincing me that he would forgive her if an accident happened? She saw an opening. And here is how Letecia decided to turn her story, that somehow an accident she may know what happened, but she was scared. So she incorporated what Al was saying to her new story. Hi, Meg.
Hello?
What happened?
I was talking away.
Okay.
What part did you guys hear?
Something about you were at Petco and then you got in the truck and the guy was there or something?
No. I asked them to go get the footage from outside of Petco.
Okay.
Not just the footage inside Petco. That's the footage we need outside of Petco. Because the guy...
They did.
Followed us to Petco, and as I was pulling off to go to the Palmer Lake area, because I was going to go look at the bike, okay, somebody was laying down in the road acting like they were, I don't know, going to kill themselves or some crap. When I turned around and came back the other way, and this dude gets in the truck with us. I didn't have anything to knives, anything to fight anybody off or anything. I had to go like a normal time. Gannon was crying in the back seat till he threw up. He threw up because he was so scared. He followed us all. He came with us all the way back to the house. Where's the footage showing people getting out of the car? Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, who got out of the car?
I mean, I saw you, and then I saw the shadow that somebody was talking about.
No, the other side.
The only footage I seen is the one that you said the guy got paid for. That's the only one I saw.
Okay, so we get there. He's still in your car at this time. We all get out. The guy was with us the whole time.
Okay.
The whole entire time. I asked him, what did he want? He could take everything he wanted. He could rob us. He could do whatever he fucking wanted. Have it all. There was a struggle. There was everything back and forth. Gannon was asking, did I know his Uncle Matt? Because he was saying, whoever Uncle Matt was, it looked like Uncle Matt. That's what Uncle Matt came in at. That's why I thought she had something to do with it. Because I was freaking out how he would know someone by this name. I told you this.
Okay.
The guy was there when the police came. I didn't know where Gannon was at. I didn't know if he was hid. I didn't know anything. I just thought I was terrified to say anything because he had the gun. And I was scared. What if he kills Gannon while I went up there and tried to go get help? What if I leave to go get help and he's in here? There was nothing I could do to switch anything. My hands were tied. The girls were in the bedroom. My hands were tied to the little board that's on the back. My hands were tied there.
Now listen to her drag Harley and Lena into this. Because by her saying, please understand, by her saying the guy was still in the house with Gannon when police came, Harley was there. Lena was there. She's dragging everyone into this.
Tied completely. Remember those same headphones I had on? I told you I was listening to music? Yeah, I had to do that, and that little bandana that was down there, that's where that came from. I couldn't scream, couldn't get help. Harley and Lena were asleep. It was just terrifying. All I could hear was Gannon screaming. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know anything.
Okay, Tisha, can I ask you a question? Please?
What?
Why would you need immunity for that when the guy he's the perpetrator, not you? Why would you need immunity for this?
I just need immunity because I didn't tell him.
Because you didn't, okay.
That's why.
Okay, I mean.
I don't know how bad he hurt Gannon. I don't know. There's no accident where I hurt him. There's nothing like that. That's why I need immunity because people keep saying that. All I know is he was in Gannon's room.
Boom. Self-incriminating. So now Tisha, for some reason, she was able to kiss Lena and Harley goodnight, goes back down, and then gets hogtied. They put her headphones on, those damn Beats by Dre headphones, and a bandana. And now the guy is in Gannon's room and Gannon's screaming. Why is she saying that? Because the murder occurred in Gannon's room.
I just kept crying. I tried to fight the dude off. He is Mexican, or he was mixed with black. 5'7". I gave him the facial features that was on him, and I ended up finding out his name.
Okay. Hold on. All right, so let me just bear with me here while I sort through this. Okay, so you're at Petco, you pull out, and you're at the stoplight. Dude's laying in the middle of the road, or you're in the parking lot?
No, I never said that. I said we drove up to look at the bike towards Palmer Lake.
Oh, so the guy.
Miss ma'am, you did though. You said that he was laying in the middle of the road trying to kill himself or something. You did say that.
I was at Palmer Lake laying in the middle of the road.
Oh, he followed us. I made a turn. I thought the turn was going to take me back to 25. Instead, it wraps you back around in a circle to come back the same direction up these hills.
Okay. All right. So yeah, let's stop for a second because. All right. Listen, I'm gonna be straight up again because I'm getting frustrated again because this is even more bullshit than the original 17 stories. Okay. I mean, no guy fucking jumps in your truck. The car's locked when you're driving unless you stop and open the doors. Anyway, I'm not gonna pick it apart. It's bullshit. Okay.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God! This is why.
No, it's not why. I want you to tell me why you panic. Why?
This is why I want to meet so when he's on trial, you can see this.
Why did you panic when the accident happened? When Gannon did whatever he did, I mean, he made a mistake. Whatever happened, why did you panic?
Panic when?
After Gannon was hurt, after he hurt himself, after he had an accident, after he banged his head or something, why did you panic?
There's no accident with Gannon panic that I was panicking. What are you talking about? So,
wait, well, you know what? So back to this Palmer, I'm all over the place here.
Yeah, because you're trying to make it out to be me and it's not
me.
No. She says, yeah, you are all over the fuck. Yeah, you're all over the place, Al, because you're trying to make this seem like it's me. As she says the most all over the place lie. Like, that was so bad he couldn't even, I'm like, I'm not even going to try to pick apart this because the fucking doors are automatically locked. No one could jump in the car unless you stop and unlock them yourself. They automatically lock and you can't unlock them while the vehicle's in motion. Simple as that. Now, with the same guy that's following you managed to then just appear in the middle of the road in front of you, like, shit. Come on. But she's like, yeah, you are all over the place, Al. You're all over the place. Like, no, she is.
Wait, well, you know what? So back to this Palmer, I'm all over the place here.
Yeah, because you're trying to make it out to be me and it's not me.
No, I'm trying to make it out to be where's my son, okay? If you were in Palmer Lake and then Douglas County and whatever, you did all these turns and turned around and this guy was out there laying in the road, he got in a truck. Why do they have your GPS in your car? You were in my truck.
My phone.
No, but I thought you told me yesterday you left your phone at Petco because you had to go back to get it.
No, that was Gannon's phone. Gannon's phone was left at Petco.
You told me, yes, Tisha, I'm not stupid now. Okay, listen, you know I'm better than that. You told me yesterday, you said it almost verbatim, almost quoting you now. You said I set my phone on the counter.
You too, Cheryl.
Okay, because I had these 2 or 3 doggy sweaters or whatever. Okay, and then.
Yes, remember I had Gannon's phone.
No, you told me yesterday it was your phone, and then you said it and you forgot it because you kept going and looking at him to make sure he wasn't getting out the truck. Now it's you.
It's all true.
Tisha, but how is it all true when you've told me 7 different versions of the same thing? It can't all be true. He can't be a Mexican named Uncle Matt, lived it, but he wasn't there until he got
to Uncle Matt. See how you keep doing?
No, what I keep doing is not being stupid and letting you get me with bullshit, okay? I need the truth.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Crochet.
Really?
Really.
Really.
I mean, you can smirk all you want to. You can roll your eyes. You can hit the steering wheel. That doesn't change the fact that you have the truth and I don't. I mean, because, yeah, so yesterday, it wasn't a Mexican. It was the guy riding around in the Aubrey Holmes vehicle or whatever it's called. Okay.
Gruesing handed him a note. And that's why he said, yeah, wait a second. Notice that you could even hear it.
Mexican, because, yeah, so yesterday, it wasn't a Mexican. It was the guy riding around in the Aubrey Holmes vehicle or whatever it's called. Okay. No. And you gave him the garage code, and then he came in.
I had to say these things.
But that's
you don't understand.
I do understand. You're spinning me in 12 different directions to help.
That's why I need immunity, because they have made me tell all this. If I don't keep saying different things.
So Al, you can't hold me accountable for anything I've said up until now because I had to lie. Come on. Immunity.
Because they have made me tell all this. If I don't keep saying different things while you get the right person,
What?
You don't care about that. You don't care that there's a bounty if I say anything.
No, Tisha, what I care about is you, and I care about our relationship and that the fact that we're talking together. You're not talking to the police. I'm not making you say anything.
Okay? He had Bannon. He did.
Okay, listen. I understand. I understand what you're trying to do. I understand you feel like they're making you all these things, and I understand.
He hurt Gannon. You get it? So when she experiences some pushback and she snaps, she's giving him a new version. And again, I've had a lot of emotions when it comes to Al with certain things and frustrations maybe. But the more and more with these pretext calls, my heart breaks for him. That, ready? This man had to accept that every version that Letecia is handing to him is a lie. Every version she is handing to him is horrific for his son. Yet, every version that she's saying has to be better than the truth. You get that, right? Every version she is giving him is horrific for his child, but he knows it's a lie. Yet he has to come to terms with this is still better than the truth. Because whatever the truth is far worse than what she's telling me. Could you imagine? Could you imagine having to accept one horror story after another, but still knowing the truth is far worse?
I understand what you're trying to do. I understand you feel like they're making you all these things. And I understand making you say all these things. Sorry. Okay. And the fact that you're having to say all these different stories because they're pressuring you, and I blame them completely. Okay. I understand that you're just in a bad situation because everybody's after you and you feel attacked and all these things. Okay. I understand that. But if you have any faith or respect in me, you got to understand that, I believe the truth is always easier than having to go 27 different directions. Okay. And that's what I'm trying to work out with you here is just the freaking truth.
Albert, I'm telling you. He hurt Gannon. I was tied with my arms.
Okay, well, who is he? Who tied you up?
So
who did this?
Now she's admitting that she does know something happened to Gannon. You see that? Now she's admitting Gannon was hurt. Up until all of this, she doesn't know. She doesn't know. But now I could tell you he hurt Gannon, but my arms were tied up.
With my arms.
Okay, well, who is he? Who tied you up? Who did this? You didn't do it. Who did it? Who hurt Gannon? Who has Gannon? Who wants the money? Who hurt you?
They're gonna kill me.
Who is they? And how did he hurt Gannon? These are the questions I need to know. Who is he and who are they?
He first told me his name was Eduardo, but it's not. It's Quincy Brown.
Quincy Brown.
First it was Eduardo, but it's Quincy Brown.
Okay, what the?
You're right. Yeah, Quincy Brown, FBI's most wanted. Enter the next story.
He first told me his name was Eduardo, but it's not. It's Quincy Brown.
Quincy Brown. So,
I couldn't stop it.
so Quincy Brown is the one who has him. What was he driving when he was following you? What was he driving when he was following you? What?
Hold on, I have to think about it. When in doubt, just cry because she has to think about her answer.
A red car.
Red. Rojo.
He said his name was Eduardo, but how I end up seeing this guy.
See, I think that's what I was saying. You're on it. The fact that you know his name, or he said Eduardo, but you found out his name was Quincy Brown, driving a red car.
Yeah, his name dropped.
What?
And I saw it.
Wait, listen.
That's why he's coming after me, because I knew.
See, not only do I have a go-go gadget toe, I have go-go gadget eyes, because he told me his name was Eduardo, but then he Okay, I'm back. Can you guys hear me? And the whole thing, like, all of my electricity just went out and then back on. Thank you, Bogart, for being a member for a month. Let me know you guys could hear me. Or it was Tisha's screeching, one or the other. Okay. Well, thank you for sticking around. Apologies. I don't even remember where I was at, but we'll just continue.
Wait, listen.
That's why he's coming after me, because I know.
I remember where I was at. The Go-Go Gadget eyes. So not only does she have a Go-Go Gadget toe, Quincy Brown, who introduced himself as Eduardo, which why would, like, let's put that to the side for a second. Like, why would he even give you a name in the midst of all of this? But he conveniently dropped his photo ID, and her eyes were able to Go-Go Gadget out of her sockets and read clearly that his name was Quincy Brown. Now, like, the next call for the 15th is funny because Al confronts her about the fact that Quincy Brown is definitely not even in this country.
Oh, yes.
Well, how did he hurt Gannon, and how bad was Gannon hurt?
I didn't never get to see Gannon. I was still in there.
Well, now she can't even answer Al with how was Gannon hurt, because conveniently Letecia was never in the room. That's a real weasel way out of the situation, is knowing he was hurt, but I was not in there.
Say that again. You said. I can't hear you, Tisha. Try to calm down.
When I came out, Gannon was gone. I don't know. I just could hear him screaming. And I couldn't do anything.
So Gannon was screaming, and you heard him? You were hurt.
You could hear gruesing every once in a while, and you could hear, but I don't know if it was just the FBI's recording side that you're able to hear him, like this is the FBI recording, or if you could hear him on Leticia's side. But there's even one time where when the call ends, Gruesing asks who wants a peanut butter sandwich. Okay.
You
no,
heard.
I heard. H-E-A-R-D.
Right.
You see how you're trying to make it out something else?
I said heard.
Yes,
I said you heard him screaming, but the guy heard Gannon.
I heard him screaming.
So you know the guy hurt him, Quincy Brown. Huh?
Yeah.
Do you know what he hurt him with? Was he hitting him? Was he?
I don't know, Albert. I don't know.
Okay, thank you, Diving Owl.
I don't know.
Yes.
I came back in.
It is. And it's really, though, interesting to hear when you're very familiar with the case and you know exactly what happened, to hear how much she connects, you know, like, because we pick up on the things that we know are significant in the case because we know she did it, and the way she incorporates it into her stories.
He started taking boxes out.
Okay, so how do you know Quincy Brown? How do you know it was him?
I told you. He told me his name was Eduardo, but he came back in there taking boxes out. And his ID, Quincy Brown, I saw it.
Oh, what boxes was he taking out?
I thought he was going to rob our house and take things.
So he had an ID on? And what did you see anything besides his name, like a company or something?
Quincy Brown. It was his pocket. He had his big baggy pants on. And in his pocket, the paper fell out. And on top of the paper was his ID. And it had his picture, Quincy Brown.
Okay. All right. But what kind?
Damn. So he was wearing his big baggy gang pants. And conveniently, a whole paper fell out. And it landed perfect on his ID with his name and his photo.
What boxes was he taking out? Was he out of the storage room? What? I mean, what?
I was tied in the storage room.
Oh, you were in the storage.
Taking boxes. Do what?
You did. That's the first you told me that you.
She was tied in the storage room. This is after police did that walkthrough. Harley and Lena are conveniently nice and slumber asleep upstairs while all of this is happening.
We're in the storage room?
I just told you he tied me in the storage room and I put the bandana on my mouth. I just told you that.
I'm sorry, you were crying and screaming. I couldn't understand that part. So now I know you were tied up. You couldn't do anything because you were screaming and you had the bandana in your mouth. You were tied up.
Mm-hmm.
Is this after the police left and after Gannon and him were in the storage room, or before that, or what?
It was after the police left late that night. I put Harley, when I realized that he was still in the house, I put Harley and Lane in the room and told him to shut the door and don't come out.
Okay.
And watching TV.
All right, so what boxes was he taking out of the storage room? Or?
That's a little truth. She would not let Harley sleep downstairs and Lena, and they all slept up. They all slept. Oh, no, wait. Nope, I'm wrong. Monday night, Harley slept downstairs in the basement. She's lying.
I
What?
don't know what this is about, Gannon. I don't know about boxes.
Okay, well, you brought that up, so that's huge. I mean, if he's taking boxes, what was in the boxes? I'm just trying to sort through all this, okay?
Empty boxes.
Empty boxes, okay.
What do you mean?
So back up. Gannon and this Quincy Brown guy, they were in the storage room the whole time, and you were trying to point the police to the storage room?
I never told you that.
Yeah, you did originally. You did. You said they were there during the walkthrough, and you were desperately trying to get their attention to go look back in the storage room.
When the cops went to the storage room, I was trying to tell them, hey, there's a bunch of boxes piled up here. I even went to...
That did not happen. The officer did you guys watch. This is why I played it all together. You guys watched. The officer was doing the walkthrough in the storage room by himself. She was not even downstairs yet. She came downstairs when he was going into his bedroom. She spoke to them about how she is so fashion while in the bedroom. And then she shut the light and the door to the storage room along with his bedroom and brought them upstairs.
I was trying to tell them, hey, there's a bunch of boxes piled up here. I even went to the little Christmas...
Now, sorry to pause again. It's because his body was in that room. The way she's saying there's a bunch of boxes piled up here, this is kind of like on the line of Duper's Delight. Gannon was there. Gannon's body was underneath the boxes. And she did get away with that. So that is why I think she felt comfortable enough to say they were there when the cops came, because she got away with them not finding Gannon underneath all those boxes.
Trying to tell them, hey, there's a bunch of boxes piled up here. I even went to the little Christmas closet and was like, yeah, please look through there really good.
But you did say that they were in there and that you tried to direct them somehow to the storage room. You did say that.
That is not what I said. That is not what I said.
Okay, maybe I'm paraphrasing.
In the storage room.
Maybe I'm
I was telling him where hiding places were in the storage room.
Then where the fuck were they?
Are you worried about the he heard Gannon or where they were at? I don't know.
It all is relevant. Where were they at? You said earlier you heard him scream from the storage room. Okay? Where were they at?
There was no screaming at all when the cops were there. What are you talking about?
You know, honestly, I'm kind of getting fed up because you know what? Yesterday, in the 3 previous versions, okay, it all happened in Gannon's room. Now it all happened in the fucking storage room. Make your mind up. Or you banged your head on Gannon's table. You were raped in Gannon's room. Gannon was beat up. He was high-fiving the guy. He was jumping on him. He was loving him. Uncle Matt, he was a Mexican. It all happened in Gannon's room. Now it happened in the storage room. God damn it, Tisha, make some sense out of this.
That is before the police got there, Albert.
What time did all that happen? What time did that happen?
You asked me about after the police got there.
Tisha, to me, this is all bullshit because none of it makes sense. None of the timeline adds up. Every time you tell it to me, there's more and different details.
If you want to be fucking stupid and know that Quincy Brown has your fucking son, then be fucking stupid. No, we will not testify against him because you're against me.
Look at her go. Look at her go. If you want to be fucking stupid, we can't testify against him because you're against me. We won't find your child because you're against me. I think after these pretext calls, I'm going to have to show you guys the damn text messages to Al that came after these pretext calls leading up to the day she was arrested, because what she said to him was so horrific, deplorable, despicable, disgusting. She puts it on him.
No, we will not testify against him because you're against me.
So okay.
That's why I asked for immunity.
Yeah, fine,
we will not testify and have my life on the line.
Go get your fucking immunity. I hope you get it because I don't want nothing bad to happen to you. I don't want nothing bad to happen to nobody. I want my son back.
Well, I'm trying to help you get him back.
So at what point did you call the police? The guy was with you. He was in the house. He was just letting you call the police? Because you said he was in the truck with you, him, and Gannon were in the truck, come back from wherever the fuck you picked him up on the side of the road, and he just jumped in and said, here's a hammer.
What sense does that make? Not only does not only does he let Harley and Lena come in the house and stuff, when did he allow you to call the police, Miss Ma'am? And he was like, yeah, all right, I'll hide. Like, come on. What? Like, go ahead, call the police. And I'm going to bank on them not finding us. Ready, go. You know, like, what is this?
Hamburger, take me home or something, whatever. Okay? Whatever.
Okay, yeah. Now you're being a smart ass.
I'm being a goddamn smart ass because this is bullshit. Okay? So you're all in the house and you're just drinking sweet tea, and he's like, I'm holding you at gunpoint, but go ahead and call the police, please.
Yes.
Right? That's your story. That's your story, Tisha. That's your story.
That is not my story.
Yeah, because initially he was already in the house when you got home with Gannon. That's what you told me initially.
You're not even listening.
I am listening.
Actually, so he's listening. You're listening too carefully to me, Al. You're listening too carefully. Stop holding what I said before this sentence. I'm not accountable for that, okay? You're sitting there drinking sweet tea, and he's allowing you to call the police. Come on. That is why I do it, Britt. Well, aside from my interest in it, but there are so many females I know like this. So many. What makes Letecia different? Yes, Diving Owl. What makes Letecia different? Because I guarantee Al didn't think Letecia would do this before Letecia did this.
So, all right. So, assume I believe you now. So, Quincy Brown is the one holding Gannon for all the money, and you didn't tell me. So now, all this 3 weeks now, you've known who has my son. You've known he's out to get you or after you or whatever. And you think I'm going to be okay with me just finding this out after I've been crying my heart out for 3 weeks now? You think that's cool? Because you're worried about your immunity?
Because I'm worried about my what?
Immunity. That's all you said all day long after yesterday when you told me 7 different stories. Today it's immunity. And now I find about Quincy Brown in a red car with boxes, has my son, and he wants money, and you never told me about it. It's like we're playing fucking Clue here or something. Or Who's Who. And yes, I'm being a smart ass because I'm tired of this shit.
I don't want nothing but my family and everything in Gannon to be there. I begged you to help me for days so I could tell you this. I begged you. But you would never have the fucking balls to not be around everybody and call me. Never.
You know, it's funny. I'm gonna stop you right there because it's funny. You started that statement again with, "I just want my family in Gannon." So that's why you keep saying shit like that. No, Gannon is part of your family. He's not an and. He's part of it. That's why I don't believe that shit because you keep saying that. Go ahead.
I am agreeing to testify against this fucker. I am agreeing to even set myself up to walk out wherever to give people money, risking the chance that somebody else can fucking shoot me from afar just to get Gannon.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, listen.
She has such a Hollywood version when she makes up the lies, guys. So now I'm even willing to walk with a sack of $100 bills that are not marked into the desert to meet Quincy and exchange Gannon for the sack of money. It's a Hollywood version. The same way I was hogtied in the basement and I couldn't hear, but she jumps as if there are scenes in the movie. That's why when you actually push to get the detail, it never makes sense because this is not the way it would ever go.
Listen, I know enough about immunity that you're not going to get immunity if you keep lying about this fucking Quincy guy. There's no fucking Quincy guy. There's no Eduardo. There's no Uncle Matt. There's nobody.
Oh, and don't forget, she did text Bethel and said, listen, I really need my passport. I know that sounds crazy, but I promise I'm not just leaving the country to run away. I am trying to do what I need to do to go get Gannon. And I didn't have to come to you. I could have applied for a new passport myself, but I really, really need a passport. That's what she said to Detective Bethel.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, whatever me all you want to, but there's no fucking Quincy.
Thanks, Nina, though.
Yeah. Should have freaking told me about Quincy Brown from the get-go. That's why there's no fucking Quincy Brown.
Really?
Yeah, really, Tisha. Yeah, this is just blowing my mind here that you sit here and you want to be a family, the four of us in Gannon, like you say. You want us to get back together and be all intimate and, blah, 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 blah. But you keep fucking lying to me. 5 years of lies and now my son's gone. Where is Gannon, Tisha?
Wait, Quincy! That's who took him!
Where the fuck is Gannon, Tisha?
Quincy Brown.
Where? Where's Quincy Brown? He's obviously, you know something about him. Is he in town? Are you in town? Is Gannon in town? Who's anywhere?
Al asked that because he knows Letecia is not in Colorado. But Letecia doesn't know. He knows.
Nobody knows where anybody is except for you.
Earlier, you wanted to help, and you wanted to call this in so we could go have them arrested.
I don't know.
But now you don't have any interest in that.
I do. I'll let them know as soon as we get off the phone. Go look for a 5'7" Mexican guy named Uncle Matt that changed his name to Quincy Brown, that works for the home developer, that his ID fell out of his pocket, and he's out there with my son. I'll tell him all that.
They made me say that. Once I found why they're after me now, it's because I found out who he is.
But you said you knew him.
That's why they're after me.
Oh my God. Where's Gannon, T?
But how would he know? Because that's Letecia's thing. It's now he's only after me because I know who he is. Yet this is the first time you said that name. So how did they know? Is this the Volturi? Do they have the mind reading capabilities? How did they know, Letecia, that you knew the name?
Letecia.
The Quincy Brown took Gannon.
You almost said his name different. Okay, is it Quincy Brown?
Quincy Brown is what I said.
Where is Gannon?
Wait.
Beep, beep, beep.
Hey.
It is Charlie.
Are you ready now? Are you ready to talk to me?
So, to be clear, a different call, but this is all on the same day. All of these calls are from the 14th, Valentine's Day. I don't know if an hour passed, 30 minutes passed. It seems like at least a few minutes passed for them to calm down.
I've been talking to you.
Okay, yes, you have. Okay. Where's Gannon?
Quincy took him.
Where's Gannon, Tisha?
I just told you.
No, don't tell me fucking Quincy Brown. Tell me where Gannon is. There's no Quincy Brown.
I don't know where he took him.
There's no Quincy Brown. Where is Gannon? Where did you take Gannon?
I don't know where he took him. Why don't you put me in a lineup and let me look for him?
Where did you take Gannon? Where is Gannon?
I didn't take Gannon anywhere.
Yeah, but you told me you did.
What's wrong with you?
You told me you took him to Petco and to Douglas County and...
Listen to what she just said, though. Why don't you put them in a lineup and let me figure this out? Like, let me point him out. She knows what Quincy Brown looks like. Quincy Brown was on America's Most Wanted for that area. Okay. Let it sink in that if they were able to pull a people in and Quincy in a lineup, Letecia would have pointed that man out and would have easily allowed him to go down for murder in a second.
Tobacco, where is Gannon?
You're not catching me in something I didn't do. What's wrong with you?
Where is Gannon, Tisha?
I've already told you. You think you can be this interrogator all you want?
No, I'm not. You're my wife, and I'm trying to talk to you.
Okay? You're not trying to talk to me. You're trying to put me 6 feet under is what you're trying to do.
What a horrible example and term. Did you guys know that Al and Letecia were married on a bridge? Did you guys know that little fact? Al and Letecia were married on a bridge. Letecia dumped Gannon's body off a bridge.
Why are you so afraid to just tell me the fucking truth, the real story, just for once? Okay, you can tell me. You can tell me a bullshit.
I didn't know that.
20 more. Just right now, tell me the truth. Where is Gannon? You did not tell me where he is.
I don't know where he is. Quincy Brown took him. That's the guy's name.
Listen, fuck Quincy Brown. Don't ever say that name to me again because it's bullshit. Eduardo is bullshit. Okay. The carpet guy is bullshit.
Eduardo, but Quincy Brown took him.
Well, tomorrow it's going to be somebody different because yesterday it was the 3 other different guys.
Your dumbasses won't go after him.
My dumbass won't go after him. Yeah, my dumbass won't go after him. Where's Gannon, Tisha?
Yeah, you won't. Because you told me to tell you who had him and you would be supportive. And I did, and you still are doing this.
Listen, I'm not going to sit here and pick this thing apart anymore because it's bullshit. You said this guy had something on you, something blah, blah, blah. Excuse me, blah, 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 blah. You didn't want to tell me his name. Why would you not want to tell me Quincy Brown? Who the fuck is Quincy Brown?
Because he is going... How about send you some lineups? The police department has to have lineups of a Quincy Brown in the area.
Why would they do a lineup when you know what he looks like? And you would point... That's why she knows... He's on the America's Most Wanted. I'm sure that they already told Al by now in that little period of time that has gone by between the last call. They looked him up. They know. Okay. Letecia wanted to just point him out and then let this guy take the blame. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you tell Quincy Brown your name? Okay. Did you give him your information? Did he take your phone? How is he messaging you? How is Quincy Brown messaging you?
He has your son.
I do, and I'm trying to find it. How is he messaging you when he never? Did you tell him, hey, my name's Tisha, my email is TishaLynn2000?
I know, and that is one of when I said earlier that I had my feelings and frustrations with Al. That was one of those things. I've gone through that church video and all the interviews before. I just took him down because he's still a grieving dad and what he went through was horrible. But one of the major issues I had with Al was, and he is a victim, I'm going to be clear. But one of the most frustrations I had with him was he remarried Melissa And Melissa had a son who also died. In this church sermon that he did, he explained, and this was after Gannon's passing, he explained that God comes first, his wife comes second, and his kids come third. I wholeheartedly disagree with that. And I would like to think that, I think that's where you went wrong, maybe, Al. And that this is not on you. That this is not on you. And I don't want to ever add any guilt, or anything. But do not put our children second to any spouse. Ever. Ever. But the second issue I had with what he said in that sermon was, if he could go back in time and do anything, there are two things he would do. Number one was to go back and save Melissa's son, who took his own life. And then two was to go back for Gannon. I have no idea why Gannon was number two. Now, when I say that again, I believe Al wholeheartedly loved Gannon, but it didn't sit right with me. But it's not my place to judge. Again, what he went through was beyond what anyone should ever go through. But I would like to think like a lesson was learned: do not put significant others ahead of our children.
What the fuck, Tisha?
Care. Did you care that he has your son?
Yes, you ain't answer my question. You ain't answer my question.
Well, and that's what it is, Marianne.
How is he messing?
Sorry, let me be clear. That's what it is. The Bible says your wife comes first. Correct. But after this situation, no. I don't give a shit what a book says. And I am big on respecting your spouse, loving your spouse, but your kids come first. And I'm not saying that you're saying that, Marianne, versus I know. And that's why he said it, love your God, love your wife, love your children. No, kids come first. Kids come first.
Message you. Like I said, it's probably some Inspector Gadget. This message was self-destruct in 30 seconds, right? Some bullshit like that. Because he didn't.
What now? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Likewise. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. This guy messaging you? What the fuck? He don't have your information?
Okay, so he hasn't been outside of a hotel?
Nope.
Okay,
throw another one at me. What else hasn't he?
Well, and that's another thing is that it wasn't, this is a third wife, I'm not judging. But what I'm saying is that you definitely don't put spouse that's not blood to the children above your bio child. You know what I mean? And that's not minimizing at all towards step parents or any. I'm well aware there are amazing step parents out there. But it just comes down to put your kids first, in my opinion.
He done. He ain't done shit. Because Quincy Brown don't fucking exist.
Maybe they need to check you and Landon since y'all goddamn won't go look for it.
Yeah. Have them check me and Landon. They got all my shit. I turn all my shit in. My car, my phone, my email, my everything. They got all my shit.
Well, they have all mine too.
Okay. So I ain't worried about shit. Give me a place to look for Gannon. Tell me where he is.
I don't know.
I'll go fucking look.
I don't know if he's a preacher, but I know that he does. He's a very big active part of the church, and he does. I don't know if they're called sermon. He speaks at the churches. I've showed it before, but like I said, I took those streams down because either way, he's a grieving parent. That's why. When anybody really talks about having frustrations with Al, I make it known that I've had my emotions, I've had my feelings, but I don't want to continue to talk about it just because I choose to continue to talk about Letecia. What he went through was unimaginable. I don't wish that on anyone. I do not believe he ever thought that this would happen. So I don't want to continue like kind of poking on that.
For him. What does Quincy Brown even look like? Is he the 5'7" Mexican? I mean, come on, goddammit. How is he messaging you? You never answered that question either.
Effect. Anonymous, right?
I'm getting messages. Ooh, so mysterious.
Just because someone sends you messages, Albert, doesn't fucking mean it's social media or anything like that.
I didn't say what it was. I asked you what it was.
It can be certain ways.
So,
I've even called it into the FBI.
Oh, okay.
It's something. But hey, there's this dude, blah, 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 following us. Hey, there's another people following us. I tried to help y'all.
So, listen.
This is fucking why I didn't tell you from the beginning who Quincy Brown was.
Yeah, right.
Fucking asses don't give a shit.
Yeah, because you knew I wouldn't believe you because it's bullshit. So you're telling me this motherfucker came in there or got in the truck, come home, beat the shit out of you or whatever he did, beat the shit out of Gannon, took Gannon from the storage room or whatever the hell that's all about, and took him, and now he's got.
I'm gonna send you a picture.
And now he's.
I'm gonna send you a picture.
And now he's. Send it to me. Send that shit to me right now. Okay, send me fucking quick.
I love when Al lays it down, you know, because again, the strength it took for him to do this, these pretext calls were super important. They were very valuable. The strength Al showed to be able to do this. It's something that, and that's what I'm saying, you know, it's not even just, there's unfortunately numerous people out there whose children were taken from murder. But it wasn't even just the murder, it was the cruelty and torture followed in these pretext calls, in the messages, in the social media posts, in the jail calls. That was truly unlike anything I've ever seen. I agree, Britt, and that's okay, you know. I couldn't do this, but he showed strength, and it was worth it because it really screwed her. It really did.
Quincy Brown, okay? Because you're telling me this dude is out there.
I think everyone failed Gannon. Let me be clear. I think everyone failed Gannon. His abuse was documented. He told the doctor. Going through the case files, like even the doctor's appointment, it was acknowledged how Letecia was treating Gannon, which is heartbreaking. But again, instead of harping on what could have been done, what I want is to people be aware and take those situations seriously in the future. We can't go back and save Gannon, but we could potentially save another child from this happening.
He knows you know what he looks like, and he's following you, trying to do whatever he's going to do. He's got everything he needs.
No, he's trying to get you to release the reward.
But you said that he's following you.
Yes, asking about the reward. He left a note in the front of the hotel.
When are you going to send me this damn picture?
I just sent it. See? Dark skin, he's mixed, Hispanic, everything.
Okay, so this is are you guys ready? Letecia just sent the picture of Quincy Brown. She went to handy dandy Google and she typed in Quincy Brown, and you just heard Al's text go off. Ooh, the frustration he must have had. Oh, my heart breaks for him. It really does. But watch when he gets the information of who Quincy Brown really is. Well, and that's what I love. Again, you guys are the most respectful chat ever. Harlot can tell you, or anyone who's been around for like my Idaho coverage, it's very hard to have different opinions and be respectful of one another. You guys manage to always be respectful, even when we may not share the same opinions. Everyone is really respectful of one another, and I love that. I really do. You heard him whisper?
Are you?
I'm so sorry, Michelle, for your experience. Hey, Artemis Prime. You get listen. He gets the text message. Listen to Gru saying, "Whisper to him."
He's mixed, Hispanic, everything. That's it.
Hey, who knew?
Are you freaking serious, Tisha?
That's him.
That's Quincy Brown right there. He's dark and Hispanic.
Yes. What?
He's dark and Hispanic. His name's Quincy Brown, right? A Hispanic guy named Quincy, like he's from South Carolina or something.
I said Hispanic, mixed, like Puerto Rican, mixed.
All right, listen.
I don't even know. What do you mean, Quincy?
Oh my God, this is great. How did you fucking get a picture of Quincy Brown? You Googled him?
That is who he is.
Okay.
Hold on. Quincy. This is why Al's reaction is the way it is. Quincy Brown, short Hispanic man with just a mustache, nothing else, and pimple craters all over his face. Meet Quincy Brown, ladies and gentlemen. Quincy Brown. Now you could understand why Al, when he just received that text, is like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me, Tisha? And it just so happens that the photo she sends is the same photo used for his America's Most Wanted.
All right, listen.
I don't even know. What do you mean, Quincy?
Oh my God, this is great. How did you fucking get a picture of Quincy Brown? You Googled him?
That is who he is.
Okay, listen. Screenshot your Google search. Let me see it. Or screenshot me where you pulled it. Yeah, however you got Quincy. Guess what? Quincy probably sent you that picture in one of his messages, right? Right. He said, hey, just in case they're looking for me, here's my latest photo.
Okay, you're a fucking dumbass.
I am a dumbass, and I need my son, and you got him.
I don't have your son.
Who's got him then? It ain't fucking Quincy Brown.
Quincy has it. Why don't you go be a fucking man and throw some balls and find him with his?
Wow. Sorry. I am very against putting down a man. You know, like, listen. To say, grow some balls and find your son and go find Quincy Brown. That is, you don't do that. You don't do that. How disrespectful.
Oh, bet you ain't doing that shit though, are you? Because you're a fucking punk.
I am a punk. You're right. I just want my son. You can call me a punk. You can say whatever you want to say to me. Okay?
Then fucking get your ass over to find Quincy then. And then question him then.
Where can I find Quincy to question him?
I don't fucking know. That's why your best friends in the police department can do it.
See? She's mad that the police are on Al's side and not hers. But Al is innocent, you dum-dum.
You're killing me, Tisha.
I'm not killing you.
Well, where's my son, Tisha? This is the same fucking bullshit conversation we had for days and weeks about that $8,000 you took from me. And I said, where's the money? Where's the money? And then 2 weeks later, oh, I took it. I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. It's the same shit.
She stole $8,000 from Al while they were married. And then 2 weeks later, and that's why I told you guys, she wanted to get to him so she could manipulate him sexually. Not just sexually, but it's about getting in and using that same manipulative behavior that has worked for her in the past. Baby, I'm sorry. I know I was just so stressed out. Come on, like, just come to bed. Like, I'm sorry. Then you fuck, and then all of a sudden, you're not so mad anymore, right? That's what she was trying to do to him.
Where's the money? Where's the money? And then 2 weeks later, oh, I took it. I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. It's the same shit we're doing again.
Child, not money, you dumbass.
Yeah, I am.
No, before Gannon went missing, Harlot, then she took $2,000 at the beginning of this month after Gannon went missing.
Dumbass, but it's the same fucking conversation. Where's my son, Tisha?
Quincy hasn't. Quincy, do you know him? Then fucking go find him.
Apparently you do, because he's got something against you. Okay?
You didn't give a fuck to talk to me to help me.
Hey, guess what? I'm calling bullshit. I just Googled that shit, and that's a fucking mugshot like I find Mike Hyatt on. Mugshot. Way to go, Tisha. You found Quincy Brown on a mugshot. God damn it. This is just getting better and better and better.
On a mugshot? Because he's probably been to jail before, you dumbass.
Yeah. So he just picked you out of the blue because you just happened to be in Douglas County up there, and he was laying in the street. And Quincy said, "Oh wow, that looks like an easy target. I'm gonna steal her son and rape her and go all the way to freaking wherever." And then how did he leave? Nobody saw him leave. What the fuck are you talking about?
Then go back and check the cameras at night, you dumbass.
Oh, that's right, because he was there till.
So I love how she flips the script on him. Okay, so go back and check the cameras at night because you're checking the cameras at the wrong time. Yet in another 3 weeks, when she's arrested and she's with Grusing, she tells Grusing that they have the technology to remove themselves from the damn footage.
Midnight, while the neighborhood search party was going on. Come on, Tisha.
The neighborhood search party was not even going on at that time.
Okay, guess what? I know that's false. I searched all through the night, Tisha, while you were sitting your ass in the house. You were sitting in the house, sending Harley and Lane out to look for him. The search party of the fucking neighborhood was out, and Quincy Brown was out there, and nobody saw him.
Now, don't forget, because that is true, Letecia never looked. She sent Harley and Lena while she continued to hide the shit she was doing. But she, through a Facebook group, met Nicole Mobley. Actually, they had met once before in person. And she tried to get Nicole Mobley to give a false statement to police and claim that the very first night that Gannon was missing and there was some people searching, and Nicole did search. She saw a man walking down a certain area, the Lawson Ranch area, with a little boy in a suitcase. And I want you to say this little boy was wrapped in this shark blanket. And Nicole's like, well, how am I going to know the blanket to be relevant? How am I supposed to? And she's like, just wait till tomorrow and then call it in. And the next morning, Letecia posted the last photo of Gannon from that morning. And so she wanted Nicole to see that photo posted on the Facebook groups and say, wait a second, the night I was searching, I saw a man with a young boy wrapped in that blanket and a suitcase. So she even went as far as to trust someone to call in a fake police report. But Nicole Mobley said she had believed Letecia, and she convinced me to do it in a way that it really was someone who took Gannon. So in order for them to start looking in the right direction, I want you to call this in.
I tell you what you're going to need to do. You're going to need to figure out what you're going to do when they find Gannon. Because that's what you need to worry about.
When they find Gannon.
When they find Gannon, no matter what's happened to the boy or where he's at, when they find him, you better get to stepping, because you got to worry about what's going to happen. Okay?
Really? That's a threat? Because
no, I'm telling you about the police.
Okay. If that's how you want to take it in, and you don't want any help, then fine.
Because we're going to find him. And how the hell would you know they're barking up the wrong tree? You keep saying they're looking in the wrong place.
I'm the wrong tree, you don't ask me. I'm the wrong tree.
But that doesn't make any sense. They're looking where you supposedly told them Quincy Brown got in the truck at. What the fuck, Tisha? That's the exact tree they're looking at.
I said me. I was talking about me.
Yeah, but you keep saying no. That's not true. You said
Quincy hasn't.
You told me yesterday they're looking at Palmer Lake and Douglas County and in all these fields, and they're barking up the wrong tree. That's what you told me. Not anybody else.
Have him there, you dumbass. He has him in Colorado Springs.
Where at? How do you know where he's at if you don't know Quincy Brown? If you're not involved, if you don't know what's going on.
I'm not involved.
You just fucking told on yourself. You just told on yourself. You know where Gannon's at and you're fucking lying.
Gannon was not in Colorado Springs. Gannon was in Florida at this point. She didn't want them to look any farther into her whereabouts because they would eventually find Gannon along the route she took.
I don't know where Gannon's at.
You just said he's in Colorado Springs.
I said Quincy Brown lives in Colorado Springs, apparently.
Now you're fucking twisting the words again, Tisha. Okay, where's Gannon?
I don't have Gannon. You can curse me out.
No, she was in the Carolina at this point, Harlot. She had already left Colorado, made her way with Gannon and Harley. Gannon was in the back of the moving van. And she went to Texas. She stopped in Florida, ditched Gannon's body, and made her way to the Carolinas. But she doesn't know that Al knows she's no longer in Colorado.
Call me whatever you want. Fuck all the bitches you want. Do whatever you want because I don't care about you.
Good. I don't want you to. You got my son and you know where he's at and I need to find my son. You obviously don't care about my son if you're going to do all the things you did to him. That fucking candle video, that was bullshit. That's the same shit you tried to do to me and you did it to my son. That was horrible. You should go to jail just for that shit, Tisha.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. That's fucking abuse and you know it.
My heart breaks for him. He's referring to the last video where we hear Gannon alive and he is crying. And she did that to try to, one, proof of life, two, to solidify her narrative of what happened, Gannon, and he's like, I'm sorry, you knocked it over. We're going to have to sell this. We're going to have to do that. We're going to have to, and he is worried about his burns. He is bleeding. And you want to know what? Again, she released that. Letecia released that, just like she releases everything.
Had that little boy. No, you had him crying when all he thought he had made was an accident, and you had him thinking he was going to have to sell his Switch and his toys on the fucking video you put out there. I didn't see that. You put it out there. That's your fucking abuse.
I didn't think he was going to sell his Switch.
Yeah, that's crazy. Or what? Well, that was where it was going. The couch, or we're going to sell this or that. I heard your words.
The couch was messed up. I was telling
him. And I heard you make him cry too. Where's my son? He was
already crying.
Where's my son? Where is he, Tisha? Why are you pausing?
Because you don't care where he's at, so it don't matter.
I do care. I told you where I think he's at. You told me he wasn't there. You said they're barking up the wrong tree, and then you said he is in Colorado Springs. You said that, not me, not the police, not nobody else. You said it. That's why you said they're barking up the wrong tree, because you know where he's at. And you need to tell me.
I wish I did.
You're a fucking liar. Tell me where he's at.
I wish I did, so that I could bring him to you and say to you, wow, you really were a supportive husband.
You
That's how sick Letecia is. And again, not yet, Anonymous, not yet. But that's how sick Letecia is. I wish I could bring him to you and hand him to you so you could say, wow, you were a supportive husband to me. Yep, obsessed with the mess. Yep. But little truths, little nuggets of truth in her lie. I believe that Gannon was already crying, but not for the reason she states. Right, that's all it is, Little Red. All it is.
Listen, this is the same shit that we've been going through for 5 years, and I've supported you through it.
All you ever want to do is talk about me and Albert.
No, I want you. I want my son. Fuck all that other shit. I want my son. Who cares about the past 5 years? You're right. Who gives a fuck?
If your son walked up to you right now, and I had absolutely nothing to do with it, you'd still fucking try to blame it on me.
But Tisha, that's just not an option. You've lied to me. Okay, well, I'm not blaming you, but you've lied to me. That's unacceptable. Okay, the truth is, I need my son, and you have information.
Well, I'm sorry, that I didn't want to get killed. Okay? I'm sorry.
So you didn't want to get killed, so you let him take Gannon? Or why?
I'm talking about my talking from the beginning.
But you were talking from the beginning. You did an interview from day one. Okay? So
I am sorry
no.
that I didn't want to get killed. I didn't want everyone I knew to get killed if I started talking and
because of some fucking random Quincy Brown, okay? Come on. Some Quincy Brown from Mugshots is going to kill us all.
Have you looked him up?
Yeah, he's on fucking Mugshots right there on Google. All you got to do is Google or Siri, show me Quincy Brown, and there he is. Bam, right in front of you, okay? What the fuck, teacher?
Okay.
Just like I found all that shit on Mike Hyatt. All I had to do was Google Mike Hyatt, and there it was, right in front of me. I didn't have to do no search. It was right there.
What's that got to do with anything? He should be a person that interests him, not to be questioning him.
Because I'm telling you, I'm not fucking stupid. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay. Well, if you want to be that dad that don't go after all options, then you must be fucking stupid.
Yeah, I'm stupid to let you send me in 27 different directions. You're right. That's stupid. You're absolutely right. I know that you know where Gannon is, and that's the direction I'm going, and I'm not changing. So you better buckle in, because this is going to be.
Then you'll be waiting a long time because I don't have him.
I didn't say you had him, Tisha. See, that's where you keep twisting your words. I didn't say you had him.
It's a good point. Stephanie says, I wonder what Al was referring to when he said, you tried to do that to me, Tisha. You should be in jail just for that. That's abuse, Tisha, referring to the candle video. It's manipulation. He saw what she was doing on that video and the way that she flipped it and got in his head, the way you're going to be responsible for this accident. We're going to have to do X, Y, and Z. It's manipulation. And I guarantee what he's referring to is Letecia doing that every time in a fight. The same way she took the $8,000 and it took 2 weeks for her to crack. She probably turned it around on him and was like, well, you did this and what I was put in this situation. It's reverse psychology and manipulation. But again, this is red flags. That all of that shows it was red flags. Get out of a relationship if this is what you are experiencing. You don't think somebody is capable. You become desensitized, and then it's your worst nightmare.
I said, tell me where he is.
Keisha does not know where Gannon's at.
Oh, okay.
So you'll be waiting a long fucking time. A long goddamn time.
Okay.
Because I don't have him.
That was a truth.
And I don't know.
That was a truth. She doesn't have Gannon anymore. She successfully traveled across states and dumped his body. And at this point, I think she felt a little cocky. Yeah. Right, Stephanie. Yep.
Know where he's at. And I have to live with that every day.
But you just said he's in Colorado Springs, so make your mind up.
I'm talking about the Quincy guy is in Colorado Springs.
So,
instead of sitting here fussing at me, what about me?
Well, and that's the thing, Scott, is I do think that their marriage was over, and I do think that Letecia probably was essentially a live-at-home babysitter, but Al paid for everything. If she wasn't happy with that, if she wasn't happy with the motherly role and the old school stay at home, take care of everything, that's okay. That would have been fine if she felt like a glorified babysitter the way that she worded it. Nobody would have been against her, but she could have just left. At the hotel, Melanie, Letecia left the hotel in the middle of the night and dumped him and came back. So, right, Homer. If she was unhappy, she could have just left him, but she didn't. Instead, she did what she did.
Be a man, be a husband, and freaking go there and say, hey, listen, can we detain this Quincy guy and ask him some questions?
Yeah, fine, we'll do that. But my manhood's not in question here. The truth is in question here. Okay? You say
I'm not giving it to you.
You said Quincy Brown is in Colorado Springs, and you said Quincy Brown has Gannon because he's messaging you and wants a reward. Okay, so if you
I didn't say he messaged me. I said he left messages.
That's a message.
You
Okay,
said
I'm not gonna split hairs with you about stupid shit now. He got word to you somehow. He said something to you somehow. Okay, but you told me he has him. He's let you know he had him, and he's in Colorado Springs, and he wants money. Okay, but then you say I don't know where Gannon's at. Which one is it?
He says he has Gannon.
He says he has Gannon, and he's in Colorado
Springs. I told you, but I would even be willing to put my life on the line to freaking go out and carry the stuff to wherever the meat's going to be, knowing that somebody might shoot me.
All right, listen, I'm about to end my rope here.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Look how good I am. I'd be willing. What kind of movie? God, there's a bunch of movies where like people walk into the desert with like a sack of cash. Like she acts like she's Walter White in a Breaking Bad scene. You know, like going all Heisenberg. I'm willing to walk in the middle of the desert and I could be shot just to risk to get my life for Gannon. Exchange my life for Gannon.
Okay. You're fucking lying, and I'm done with it. Okay. You haven't even told me where you're at. I mean, there's so many freaking lies. You say help me protect me. God damn it, you're not in Colorado Springs, Tisha. Send me your location.
No, she was not in Colorado Springs. She just said, I'm in Colorado Springs. No, she was not. Now watch Al. Go ahead. Send me a ping, bitch. Send me a ping with your location.
You say help me protect me. God damn it, you're not in Colorado Springs, Tisha. Send me your location right now.
Yes, I am.
Then send me your location right now. Quit fucking playing. Send it to me on my phone. Take a picture.
You won't even let me come stay with you, so you want me to send you my location?
I've offered.
You're a fucking man to take care of your family. Yeah. That's what you should be doing.
Yep.
Oh, be a man. And again, here we go with the manlyhood. Be a man and take care of your family. Oh, you could very, very easily, Caleb, with iPhone to iPhone, you just drop a location. You could even have your location be actively monitored by someone you want. You could have Life 360. You could have there's so many different ways you could drop a ping.
All right, listen. Obviously, this gap between us ain't getting no closer because you won't tell me where my son is. So I'm done. You got anything else to say before I hang up on you? Good. Don't email me. Don't call me. Don't message me. Don't use my name in the media. Don't say shit about me until you tell me where my son is.
Got my peanut butter sandwich. I'm good.
Okay.
You want a peanut butter sandwich? Did you hear Cruising? Oh, God. When it ended, did you hear Cruising?
Got my peanut butter sandwich. I'm good. Got my peanut butter sandwich. I'm good.
I ate mine too.
I ate mine too. They're eating. Oh, this poor man. This poor fucking man. Oh my God. All right. So I think there's one more call for the 14th. Do you guys want to save it for tomorrow or do you want to push through it and finish this? I think it's just one more call, the 14th tonight. Let me know. Pause and wait for tomorrow or finish it right now. It'll be 40 minutes. Push. All right. So I think this is the last call. Again, still on the 14th. Okay. Still on the 14th. So I don't know if an hour passes, 2 hour pass. I'm not sure. They have their peanut butter sandwiches, and then we have the next call. Natasha.
Hello?
Are you still alone?
What?
Are you still alone?
Yes. Okay, here you asked for one more chance. Here it is. I'm going to shut up.
So Tisha texts him. Now, ready for this? Buckle up. Oh, God. We're about to have another story. So after Al lays down and puts his foot down and says, don't call me, don't text me, don't message me, nothing. She texts him, please give me one more chance. This is the same day, Roro. We are still on the same day. Give me one more chance. So she has the next story.
You just say what you got to say. I ain't going to say shit. It's your chance.
What's that noise?
That's my water bottle.
Do you love me?
Yes.
Ooh. With the manipulation right off the bat. Do you love me? Because what I'm about to say, I hate her. I can't. Say it, Tisha. He's there, K-Love.
All right. If you know it's an accident, are you going to stand by me?
Yes, absolutely.
If you know, hey, Bushit, if you know there was an accident, are you going to stand by me? So already securing that Al needs to stand by her, okay? But do you think it's an accident Letecia is going to take accountability for herself, or do you think she's going to intertwine this anonymous person into it? I know you guys know the answer.
It's an accident. Are you going to stand by me?
Yes, absolutely, Tisha. I've told you that from day one.
I'm sorry for all the stories. I just didn't know what to do.
I know what she's doing. Al's not giving her a response yet, and so she's like, "Are you listening? Oh, okay, okay."
Okay, so we were going to get your look how to get your bike. I was like, get it right. It was really big, so the guy was helping.
You know, let me pause real quickly. I know that you guys know already, but just trigger warning, because this story, you know, it's a lie. Again, it's a lie, but it's definitely more of a serious story and intertwining an accident Gannon allegedly had. It's not true, but just heads up.
And he fell off of it and he got hurt bad. You're doing a bunch of valley kills.
What? I didn't hear you. What?
I said when he fell, he got hurt because there was like concrete and hills and stuff. the guy was helping him ride the bike.
So what she said, Darlene, is essentially, in a nutshell, what she's trying to say is, I did go, in fact, meet a random guy off Craigslist to buy you a bike, Al, for Valentine's Day. While we were there, the bike was too big for Gannon because obviously it's a bike for Al, a grown man, not an 11-year-old child. But Gannon did get on the bike to try it out. This man was helping Gannon, but there was a lot of hills and concrete. There was an accident. That is what she said so far.
Tisha, babe, what? How bad did he get hurt?
I don't know how bad it was. He was bleeding.
Where was he bleeding from?
His arms, his knees, his head.
So his head was bleeding? And this, oh God.
And he promised me he was going to go back to his house and get some bandages and call 911 because we accidentally left a bullet Pedro.
So this man, this anonymous man, yes, Bushi, this anonymous man promised me he was going to get help because I left Gannon's phone at Petco, which we do know she did, right? Between the first and second Petco visit is apparently when she met this man. Gannon test rode the bike. There was a bad accident. Again, little nuggets of truth. Hi, Angie. Little nuggets of truth in the lie. Where was his bleeding? His head, his arms, his legs. That would be true.
He's real. I swear to God, Quincy's real.
So what happened, baby?
I didn't know Gannon got hurt, and I didn't have a phone to call 911. They're supposed to be taking him back and call 911.
So the guy took him to take him to 911?
I swear to God, his name's Quincy. That's the guy I was supposed to be meeting to get him back from.
The Craigslist guy?
Yeah.
And you met him where? Like up in wherever that
Yeah, I have on my phone those messages. On my actual phone, that's why I should. I was scared he didn't come back with it.
So
the last
this guy put Gannon, I don't know why they would have met at a random spot, but this guy apparently put an injured Gannon into his car and brought him back to his house to call 911. But then she also says he was supposed to bring him back, but never did. Why Letecia didn't go with him, I don't know.
So
I thought if I was like, I'll go back and I'll just go keep searching, and I did. I spent the whole night driving to find him.
Self-incriminating once again. I thought if I go back searching, because this was the Palmer Lake area where she would dump Gannon's body one of the times before she went back and took it. So she is accounting for her GPS being there and randomly driving around, not because she was dumping the body, but because she was looking for him.
In my truck?
I swear God, I'm sorry for these stories. I just didn't want to do because I didn't want you to hate me.
Why would I hate you if it wasn't your fault?
Because I couldn't get to him.
Yes,
he was bleeding from his hands and knees. It was an accident.
Okay. So to start over. So This is really hard to hear, okay? But so you left Petco.
Please don't talk to me like that. Where you're going to go down this road of chastising me and telling
I'm not. You're telling me the truth now.
This is the truth. Oh my God, this is the truth.
Okay, and I believe you now, because this. Thank you for telling me the truth. This means the world to me. And where was this at? Like, what exit? You mentioned the exit yesterday. What exit was this at?
I think it was like 163. I don't know. It's on my phone.
Okay, so if you can reach out to them and then give you your phone, then they can find it, right? Can you think of a landmark? Just like, help me find him, babe. Just help me, because I can go search. I can go right now and search.
That's the only reason I asked for immunity, because I didn't do an accident, and I wasn't trying to cover up anything. I was trying to figure out why he took him.
I feel like I'm gonna have to translate for you guys. She said, and that's the only. Sorry, I'm just assuming some of you are struggling with what she's saying, and that's the reason why I had to ask for immunity. Not because I did anything, because there was an accident. Not because I was trying to cover anything up, but I was just trying to figure out why this random guy took him.
And I thought if I said something like you saw an artist in the house or something, I thought they would start looking for him.
Yes, sweet Susie. Good night, American Amber.
When the guy,
he was just wanting to try to bike out, and he needed help because the bike was too big. You want to know why I've been going? Why my car's been in that direction? I've been driving up and down there all the time until they took my car. Driving to do anything I can find, anything. Driving to find this dude. I even called into the police department. They were like, yeah, because he's wanted. If you know where he's at, let me know. So nobody tried to help me. Because before I would do anything, I made him show me his ID. Because I was making sure.
So thank you, Chicken Shite. Oops. Bless you, MJ, and everyone here. Thank you, Chicken Shite. You as well. So I actually called the police and I asked them for help. And I said, do you know who Quincy Brown is? And they told me, yeah, he's wanted. If you know where he is, please let us know. Which, again, indicating she's very well aware of who Quincy Brown is. Number two, I was driving all around until they took my car. That's why you're going to see my GPS in that area. And I only know what his name is now, not because his ID fell out of his pocket, but because I made him show me his ID prior to meeting with him to make sure I know who I'm buying a bike from. But also, you think Quincy Brown, if he did indeed meet you, is going to hand you a real ID when he's most wanted? Thank you, Peace and Serenity. Do you think it was premeditated or she snapped? For the longest time, I had thought that she was setting something up and it was staged, and it went too far with the candle incident, and then she had to, I don't want to say finish what she started, but it led her to murder on Monday. And so I thought it wasn't premeditated more than Sunday night, but after I saw the emails that were a couple of days before the murder, it really screams premeditation. I don't know. I go back and forth, but I lean more towards with premeditation. You would think you wouldn't be this bad. Like you would have done things to cover it up better. And so it seems like it wasn't premeditated just with how sloppy it was, but I think I know something was premeditated. Whether it was full on the murder or staging an incident with the candle, I know that was premeditated. You could hear him whispering.
I just wanted to give you a bite today, that's all.
So, Tisha, hold on. You went to his house? Or where did you meet this guy at? Quincy Brown or whatever? Because if you went to his house, they could
listen to me, please.
I'm listening. I'm
trying to tell you.
Okay.
He said to me that he would be off that exit. When I turn off the exit, you can look.
Okay.
I turn off the exit left because I thought that was direction, but he thought I was coming from from north. So I turned off right and went towards the other direction, and I didn't see anyone with a bike in a store.
Okay. So there was a store?
He said there was a store. I said I didn't see anyone with a bike in the store.
Oh.
So I went the other direction.
I got you.
When I went the other direction, I see him with the bike. And I said, hey, there's the guy with the bike. And I made him show me his ID. And legit, we talked. Some kind of biking. And this was a tour bike. And I got a little nervous because I said, why would he have some tour bike and he's trying to sell it? I was asking him questions like, did you not ride anymore? Did you get hurt? These stories I was asking him. Then I realized I didn't have the phone because I had left it at Petco. So then Gannon was high-fiving him and talking to him and stuff like that. So I assume, nice guy. And so he was taking Gannon, just helping him get on the bike to ride it. And was holding on to it just so he could see. And he was like, do you think your daddy will like this bike? And then the next thing you know, whenever they both slid, he slid with Gannon in the bike. And Gannon went not necessarily tumbling but sliding down and he hit his head. And I ran over there. And I was just crying to help because I didn't have my phone.
She's getting even sloppier. One, she is forgetting about the blood in the room, which Al will confront her on, don't worry. 2, so you went back to Petco and got his phone, yet still never called 911.
And he was like, I live right up here. I'll go take him and we'll go. And I'm just still sitting there crying and crying. They got to see me get off the exit. That's why I've been adamant about you finding this dude.
Oh, well, the bad guy is Quincy Brown. Now, apparently, Carolina. In this version, the bike guy is Quincy Brown. Chef Grandma.
All right, so so you got off exit 163?
I don't know if it was whatever county line or some shit like that was called.
Oh, that county line road or whatever we always take. It was on that road?
No, you had to turn off of that road. I went the wrong way to start with. So I turned right. Because he thought I was coming from the direction. I was supposed to turn right.
But this was the exit off 25 that you turned the wrong way, or off of County Line Road?
Off of 25. You can get off and go both directions.
Okay. All right. I'm trying to narrow it down so I can go look, but
You're right.
So was there anything else besides you said he scraped his knees, he scraped his elbows, he busted his head, and he had the burns on his arms.
Well, there was some bad burns, Albert. The burns were just little bubbles from the fire. That had nothing to do with it. Now maybe it could have scraped him open some because he already had them, but Gannon was fine. He was talking to me. He wasn't complaining with any kind of pain.
Well, she can't, Lori. I would have took him
straight to the doctor if the burns would have had any kind of pain to him.
Okay.
But the only reason I didn't ask you for any kind of immunity because I committed some kind of crime. I just know that it was an accident, and all I did was someone was trying to help me, and then I didn't know where he went from there.
What? So, the one I'm worried the most about is the freaking head wound, because what was it? How bad was he bleeding?
It was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad. Like,
yeah.
Like it was. Tell me bad. Is bad like blood's dripping down his face, or bad like he's laying there and there's a puddle, or what?
No, like dripping down his face.
Well, did you do anything to wrap around his head or anything?
Yes, my clothes I had on had blood on them.
The clothes you had on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Self-incriminating again. Now she's accounting for the blood that they will find on her outfit from that day.
Because I was sitting there just like, oh my god, I gotta call 911.
Was this on the road, or was this at the station? Like where?
I have to show you to explain where. I don't know my way around Colorado.
Okay, I was just trying to figure out if there's blood on the road. Maybe we could find blood on the road or something. That's all I was saying.
I mean, they're searching. It should be somewhere.
I agree. I agree they should find it. So where on his head? Like, was it the side or back of his head? What?
I don't know. I was panicked.
Okay, so you were panicking. So an accident happened and you panicked, right?
I was panicking.
Okay.
Because I didn't have a phone.
Right. And did he have a phone?
He said he would run back to his house. He had Gannon. Said he'd run back to his house, wrap it up tight, and he would call 911.
Okay.
But Gannon was talking.
Okay.
No, I don't remember them showing her outfit. I do know that they showed her sneakers that were still sitting on top of the laundry washer and dryer with blood on the bottom of them. I don't remember, and please someone correct me if I'm wrong, an outfit that she was wearing. But what I do know is that the outfit we see her in at the Petco footage is not the same outfit when the cops get there hours ago. But she did admit to washing the clothes. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Thank you for all your hard work and dedication to your channel and subs. You bring us fact-driven, unbiased, pure content. You walk us through these tragic events with grace and humor. You are amazing. Stephanie, that means so much to me. Thank you so much. It's very generous. Very much appreciated. And you guys are amazing. So just thank you.
So he took Gannon to his house, is what he told you, right? And you did you stay where you were? Or did you follow him or what? Babe.
Oh, thanks, Meat Noodle. So you hear Gruesing whispered her again. I guess it's 2 calls. So they call back again. This is still February 14th. They found it before. So you're going to see as we progress with these pretext calls. I don't know if it's tomorrow, meaning the 15th, or the 16th. There's a couple of days worth. Al confronts her about the blood they have in the room.
Hey.
I keep losing service.
It's okay. It's okay.
The sneakers she was wearing, yes, Bushit, and Gannon's blood was on the bottom of them. They were on top of the washer and dryer because she washed it all. Yeah, what a great Valentine's Day, right?
So
I just want to come home and find them, that's all.
Well, the big thing I want you to realize is that thank you for taking this one last chance. And, I just like I tell Gannon all the time, accidents happen. And, if we just say it was an accident and find Gannon, I think we can.
You don't need to just say it was.
Right.
I never heard she was naked, but because I feel like Lena would have included that, but I think she changed quickly.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's an accident. Okay, absolutely. And just like I panicked earlier, you panicked when this accident happened.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just, what? Anything else you want to tell me about the accident?
No, I told you.
Okay, I'm trying to make sure I have all the information, babe. That's it. I'm just trying to sort through this.
Boots?
Can I ask you a question? What?
Do you believe me now?
Yes, I believe you that it was an accident. Absolutely.
Do you believe me now? She thought that was it. She thought that Al was just going to accept that story without asking for more details. And as he asks for more details, she gets more angry.
Absolutely, and that you panic because you do panic, in situations like that, and you freak out, and then we work through it all the time, right?
Yeah.
And I'm always willing to accept that, you just freak out, you calm down, and then we work through it. So, and that's what we're doing. Can I ask you a question because I want to know about his arms and legs too.
Okay, what?
Yeah, I mean, like what? Did he have scrapes, or was he bleeding like he was bleeding from his head, or?
I don't know all that. In the time of panic, I didn't take any pictures and start remembering all this.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to, because you mentioned something about his head. I didn't know if
he was talking. That's why I let the guy take him to go tighten it up or whatever. I don't remember all that.
All right. I lost you. I lost you when I was asking you about. Did he go? He went with the guy, right? And you stayed put where you were,
right? Mindy?
Or did you follow him to his house?
I was just crying. Do you understand to ever be in a trauma?
Yes, I understand you freaked out.
You've never been like the war to see someone's leg get shot off or something. I'm sorry that you haven't been through any kind of trauma like that. But you can't.
This is trauma. This right here is trauma. And I don't wish this on my worst enemy.
I sit here and ask me questions when people are in the trauma, how they're supposed to be acting and what they did and what they didn't do.
Yeah, no, I'm not judging you. I'm just asking you in your time. I know how you are when you freak out, okay? And I'm asking.
I was just all over the place, screaming, freaking out, don't know what to do, didn't have a phone because I left it.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. I'm not judging you. I'm not saying you did anything wrong. It was honestly purely an accident. And I'm just trying to figure out your next steps.
No, and I appreciate, Michelle, you letting us know. I don't think she was naked, because we're already dealing with such a tight time frame. But it is interesting if that outfit was never recovered. But we know that Lena had gotten home, and she describes what Letecia looked like. She said that she was sweaty, just got done working out, and was cleaning. If she was naked, that's definitely gonna stand out even to an 8-year-old, I think she changed quickly. Now, what she did with that outfit, that's a great question.
And then time frames, I don't even know what I'm trying to figure out. Honestly, I just want you to know that this accident happened, and we're just trying to put the pieces together. Okay, so
I don't remember that.
How do you know after you calm down from freaking out? Do you know how long it was before you waited and then you left or whatever?
Like 30 minutes. And I drove around that area 30 minutes because at this point I'm freaking out. Like, where am I supposed to go? Just pulling up at people's houses, knocking on doors?
The police.
No, I understand that. So
then my next thought was to go back and figure out, get the phone, go from there. Then I was going to, your car was expensive to drive around and gas. So I was like, let me go back and get my car. Let me go back and do whatever I can to try to do whatever. But at this point in time, Lena was coming home and Harley was coming home, and I was freaking out, didn't know what to do. For them to go do stuff so they could keep, not being worried by me being worried, noticing body language and stuff like that. And then at that point, it realized I had peace.
Okay. All right. So.
Okay. Again, another self-incriminating. Why Lena and Harley may have been picking up on my odd body behavior is because I was in a panic.
So just once again, I'm not judging. This is all big freaking mix up, and it's a big mistake and an accident and all that stuff. Okay, but so you drove around for a while, then you were worried about the other kids because you are obviously a loving, caring mom, and you worried about Lena because she couldn't be home by herself.
That's how she acts.
So when you came home and it pulled into the driveway or whatever, it was just you, or what? I'm just trying to understand.
What do you mean it was just me?
I'm just asking you. I'm.
Oh my God, Michelle, I'm so sorry. But thank God she survived. How horrible.
I don't know. I mean, so the guy Gannon went with the guy, and then you drove around for a little while, right?
Oh, she
and
did.
then you probably were freaking out still. I'm sure. I know you were freaking out because Gannon's gone and you don't know how to find him. And then you, because you just never told me that you found him before you left. That's all I'm asking. Okay.
Yeah, I see that. Like I told you, how many times do I need to say to you instead of keep asking me this question over and over and over and over? But I've given you the name of the person.
No.
I told you.
I'm not arguing that.
You make action on that instead of just pretending like you're sitting here walking me through the story.
No, I'm not walking you through anything. I'm talking to my wife. I'm freaking out now because my son's with some.
Is it parroting, Katie Cats? If I'm using the wrong term with the mirroring, like mirroring back what he's saying to her. But if there's another term that appropriately describes it, please let me know. I very well may have it wrong. But with the mirroring, it's basically mirroring what he's saying to her. So if he asks her a question, she's going to mirror it, right? And reflect that question right back to him. But there probably is a more proper term to use than that.
I don't know, sex offender mugshot guy somewhere. But I just want to know that you didn't find him before you had to go home to get Lena because you were freaking out about Lena. That's all I want to know.
Do you think if I had found him, like really find him?
Babe, I'm just asking you.
Oh my God, if I had found him, he would have been in the hospital.
And I know that. So that answers my question.
You cut your finger off.
Right.
Okay.
And you took me to the hospital when I cut my finger off. Yes.
Yes.
Right. So if Gannon was there and you had found him, you would have taken him to the hospital, right?
Correct. They wouldn't even have buried the hole. They would have been the first one near us.
Okay. So just I don't want you to get upset about this question, okay? But and I'll ask it. You can answer it. We'll get past it. But why made you freak out so much not to tell me this? And why did you make the stories up? I'm not judging you for it. Yeah, I understand. But what inside of you told me?
Albert, you have never took my side on anything. Never. You have never stood there and took my side on anything. You have always been against me no matter what.
Tisha, I'm not gonna.
No, you said you would let me.
Okay, all right, I'll listen. I'm sorry.
Nothing I've ever done that you took my side on.
Oh my God.
I literally am sitting here getting trashed and thrown away in front of mine, and you could step up and say something. So that tells you right there that you never took my side, even beforehand. Because if you took my side the whole time, you would have done it just then and known immediately. You know I would never hurt our children.
Look at her. She thinks because he's calm and he's not asking her too many details that she's got him snagged in the bag. She got him snagged in the bag. And if you would have just stood by my side, stood up in these interviews, went on social media and said, I'm by my wife's side. Poor Tisha.
This.
Right, and
you know, what did you do in Burger King? Why you sit there and do nothing and I jumped up to say something? Because I always been the one to talk shit to people when they talk to our kids.
Right, you do talk a lot of shit to people. You're right. Okay, I absolutely agree with you on that. Okay, I want you to just. I'm trying to see through your eyes, and I'm trying to understand and be empathetic to those times when you freak out because you have the anxiety and everything to deal with. Okay, I'm trying to do that. So what I want you to do is put yourself.
Because I'm not better.
No.
All I had to hear about would have been.
No.
It's fault. Give me my kids back, and you would have blamed me. You would have dusted me and said it was my fault that you lost your children when I helped you get them.
And
there we go again. Thank the Lord, Tisha. Al wouldn't even had Lena and Gannon if it wasn't for Tisha. But what the fuck does this have to do with Gannon right now?
That's why.
Not arguing about that. We're not talking about how we got them or why we got them.
You wouldn't have took my side no matter what.
Yeah, but
it would have been a constant blame. It's my fault. Give me my kids. I gotta protect it wouldn't have been protect my wife so that we could protect our family. That's never been what it's.
Listen, but I want you to understand. I want you to be empathetic to me now, okay? If you saw, or if I would have seen this happen to Harley. Harley fell off the bike and bust her head wide open as she's bleeding. And then I freak out, and some man or woman or whoever takes Harley, and I look for her for 30 minutes, okay? And I'm not judging you. I'm just asking you to understand why I'm concerned, okay? All right, I look for her for 30 minutes and then leave and come home because Gannon and Lena are getting home from school. I mean, how would you feel about that?
You know what? My first thought was I had to talk myself down from going home and getting every freaking assault rifle there was and going door to door. You don't know the things that went through my mind of how I was going to fix it, how I was going to find it. You don't know because you weren't in that position. You can say all you want and switch it and say, this has been Harley doing this. You're a different person. You're a male. You're in the military. You're trained for this kind. I'm not trained for anything like this. I'm not trained to go after people and hurt them.
And I never said you were.
Yeah, I might have grew up in a tough town, but I freaking left there because that wasn't my mentality. My mentality wasn't to hurt people and figure out how to hurt people who hurt people. I may talk junk and can hold my back when it comes to fighting or something, but you let somebody pull out a gun, I'll be a pussy. Come on now. It's just ridiculous. You can't say what you would have done unless you were in the situation. Panic, thinking, what can I do? Oh my God. My first initial thought was Albert's going to blame me for the reason Gannon and Lena have to go back to their mom. That is the first thought in my brain.
But you know better than that. I wouldn't. I mean, if accidents happen, I'm you know.
You already know I got blamed for something before that was completely false. So what do you think was going on in my mind? How am I supposed to come forward? I don't know where Gannon went.
And remember what I did in that scenario? I had your back. I stood by you, and I told you that she owed you an apology for the false accusation. Did I not? Because Landon has.
Okay, and this is the frustrating part: is they're referring to Lena telling her mom how Letecia was abusive towards her. And there was an incident where she stuffed Lena's face down into like the carpet. And Landon confronted Letecia. And Al made Landon apologize to Letecia. So that's what they're referring to.
Let me forget that. So I did have your back. And it wasn't even an accident in that point. If an accident would have happened, I absolutely would have had your back. And that's what happened here was an accident.
How am I supposed to come to you and tell you, like, oh, somebody was helping. We were just trying to get you a bike. A freaking bike, man.
Right. But
a $600 bike. And I was just trying to try to talk them down to cheaper. I don't know if it would have been $600, if it would be what you were going to use to take to Europe or wherever the heck it was. But it was a friend.
But what we gotta do in this situation, because this is extreme, we've got to put all that other stuff behind us. Landon, the kids situation, the custody, all that. We've got to let that go, and we got to focus on this accident, this situation. Okay, so we can't keep going backwards. We got to go forwards. In this situation, the accident that happened to Gannon, is the number one priority. I mean,
because he's still out there somewhere. Hello?
I'm listening to you. I mean, how do you know he's out there? How do you know he's not hurt? This is what
I didn't say that. I just said he's out there. See, you're gonna critique me on anything I say.
No, babe.
If I say
babe.
he's still out there, you'll be like, how do you know he's alive?
Babe, I'm a father and my son is missing. Okay, these are questions I have inside of me. Okay, and now what my gut the whole time was, it was just an accident, and you freaked out, and now we're there, and now we know that's the truth. So now I know. Did he I'm wondering, did he continue bleeding? Did he bleed out? Okay. Did he die?
But I didn't know, and maybe the guy didn't know.
Sorry, just pausing because I was seeing Stephanie's comment. Stephanie, in order to edit it, I'm pretty sure there's a bar when you give a super chat, and you could move the bar to the left or to the right. I don't know if that is what the issue is. But I think that's how you could edit it. Like it's designed, and you could move the bar to the left or right. She's an amazing mod, Neat Noodle. Harlot is amazing.
I don't know. That's why I'm telling you that I don't know if maybe that happened and he was panicked, or was he a douchebag, or did he do something to hurt him? I don't think every night I have to think this through. Just because I'm a step parent doesn't mean I don't have all these thoughts and processes.
I know, because I have them for Harley too. I understand that. I completely do. I
begged you because if you would have came about us, you know good and well we could have sit down and talked. But you wouldn't.
Babe.
You kept going. You kept going. You kept treating me like crap.
No, I did not. I kept asking you for the truth.
And I tried to meet with you alone.
But we're talking alone is just as good as meeting alone, but the fact that you pushed me away, okay,
I pushed you away because you invited people to our house that shouldn't have been there.
No, we agreed.
That was wrong.
You agreed.
I don't care what time it was.
You agreed to that. Well, I don't want to talk about like.
So here we are again. I had to leave, and yeah, Harlot's best. We love Harlot. I had to leave because how dare you allow Landon and her aunt into my home, while her son was missing. Yep, Crime Crochet, the audacity. Exactly, obsessed with the mess. She doesn't think things through. It's only think about how many stories we went through, and this is all in just one day, Valentine's Day. Anytime he pushes back, she puts forward a new story without taking the time to see if it even makes sense.
Landon is irrelevant here, completely.
The druggie should not be in our home.
You're right. Okay, I'm not arguing I'm not arguing about that. Okay, it's whatever. Okay. So what do we do now?
I don't know. I need you to take my side for once. I need you to take my side for once, and I need you to help figure out where Quincy is at, if that's his name, because that's the ID he had.
Okay, so the best way we can find him, and I'm sure there will be some sort of evidence that will corroborate it or whatever, but what kind of car was he driving? You had to see that before you start freaking out. Or was he just standing there with a bike?
He was supposed to meet us with the bike right at the hill from where the house was at. I just assumed that was his house.
Okay.
That's not what, Miss Ma'am. That's not what he asked. He asked, what car was he driving? Because that's obviously something you would remember since the accident didn't even happen yet. You would know what car he had there.
So you assumed that it was his house, but you said he got in the car and left.
I never told you that.
Yes, you did. Oh my God.
I told you that. You're talking about something on the whole other story.
Babe, no, I'm not. You literally said he took Gannon in the car.
Oh, you're talking about afterwards?
After he got hurt. So he put Gannon in the car and took him to call 911.
She's forgetting.
I got this. Hold on a minute.
Huh?
Give me 1 second. I didn't know what you were asking me.
She's flipping through pages. So just remember how the last call ended, and then she texted him, remember, and said, give me one more chance. She's forgetting what she said, and now she's flipping back on the pages because she took notes and created her new story.
I didn't know what you were asking me. I have the rules down.
And was he like?
Because I had to get it done in a statement.
Why? While you're doing that, I mean this.
She slid it in there. I have my notes because I had to get it down in a statement for my attorney because she kept telling Al she had an attorney, but she did not.
How was Gannon when he got in the car? Was he slush? Was he bleeding a lot by that point, or what was his demeanor and thing?
Well, I told him. I said, "Hey, I can just drive up to your house."
Oh, did you?
I told him I could just drive up to his house.
Oh, did you? You didn't say that on the first time around. You said you were so inconsolable and freaking out and crying.
Let's see.
But he just ran immediately and put him in the car.
Okay.
And I just figured since we were already right there with the bike, he had bike racks.
So he had a car with bike racks?
Wait a minute. Let me get the thing right where I have.
I'm sorry. Just ask.
Oh, how dare you? Excuse me. You need to wait. Okay. I did not get to that part of my notes yet.
So he had a car with bike racks?
Wait a minute. Let me get the thing right where I have.
I'm sorry. Just as you say things, questions pop in my head. I'm trying to figure it all out, too.
Hold on a second.
All right. I'm waiting.
Oh, yeah, Meowsaurus. I have before, but we could do it again. Absolutely. I still want to go over Boone's newest letter.
Okay, no. Here's what it was. He was on the bike by himself. He was on the bike by himself. Okay.
And let that, oh my God. Please realize what she, okay, here it is. So he was on the bike by himself. No shit. You shouldn't have to find that in the notes. Don't you think that is something you should know? Remember, it's a memory, right? But no shit. Who else would be on this? Is this a multi-person bike? But you had to flip to a page in your notes to remember that?
He was on the bike by himself. Okay, so then the other guy driving the car was Terrence, is what he said his name was.
Terrence?
And it was an SUV and it was black.
Okay.
That's what I have for my initial thing from day one. Terrence is I don't even know if Terrence is Terrence's real name, but Terrence is the person who had the bike racks on their SUV.
Okay, so Terrence. Okay.
I don't know.
Do you have a description of Terrence?
I don't. Terrence is black.
Okay.
All right. Tandem bike. I guess so, Rachel.
And what are you doing? I mean, you're just sitting there quietly. What are you doing?
I'm trying
to. This is really gonna speed up in the last few minutes of this call. What are you doing? You're taking 3 seconds to respond. Where's my assurance that you still believe me?
And what are you doing? I mean, you're just sitting there quietly. What are you doing?
I'm trying to sort through this because now, okay, here's what we know is true. Okay, Gannon was hurt. He was bleeding. Okay, we know that. You told me that. In every scenario, okay, in every situation, we know that. Okay, and I believe you 100% that Gannon was hurt. He was bleeding to some extent. And that this was all a big accident, and we're all getting bent out of shape over an accident. Okay, that's what we believe. Okay, that's what we believe. That's what me and you are going through, and that's what we're working through. Okay, now it's just all these other stuff that, we're still got to sort through. And I thank you so much for, getting to this point. I know it's been hard. I'm sorry for freaking out on you. Blah, blah, blah.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Stop saying what they're telling you to say.
Okay, you can say that all you want to. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't like getting like that, and you know that. But I'm frustrated because my boy's out there. Okay.
I know that, Albert. Me and Gannon are so much alike. You think I don't have pain?
Yeah, I would have.
You think my feelings should just be thrown out the window that I don't give a shit?
No.
Think that for a second.
No, I'm talking to you because I care about your feelings. Okay. Okay, I know that this.
No, you're talking to me because you're trying to think you're going to catch me in something when I told you I was going to tell you exactly what happened.
And you have, right?
So now what do you got to say? Are you going to help? I mean, or are you just going to keep going and talking shit and bust me out later, tell me I'm lying, tell you the truth, hang up on me and do it again? Which one? What are you going to do? I'm
going to ask you where Gannon is. I need to know where Gannon is. I mean, that's what I need to know.
I just told you.
No,
you see where you keep doing the same thing?
Fine, but I need to know where Gannon is. I need you to tell me where he is.
I don't know, Albert. I thought you just said, hey, I'm going to take your side and be on your side and help me through this. And now there you go again.
Okay, I'm here. I'm here right with you. Is anybody else here with you, talking to you? Is somebody there with you, listening to me?
Nobody's listening to you.
Okay, so I am here. I am the only one here for you. Okay? I'm going to tell you once again what I believe. I believe Gannon was hurt. I believe.
I don't need you to repeat.
I'm telling you.
I need you to tell me how you're going to find him. Quincy.
He was hurt. Why? I'm not worried about Quincy. I'm worried about Gannon. Okay? I don't believe.
You're not worried about the person that's Gannon.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna cut to the chase. I don't believe the bike story. I don't believe Quincy. I don't believe Terrence. It's all bullshit.
Okay, you can't help me anymore.
Okay, fine. All right, good.
Okay, so that's where it ends for the 14th, and that's just one day. That it took us 2 days to get through, 2 lives to get through that one day. And so we have the 15th, the next day coming up. And when I say it doesn't get any better, it doesn't get any better. Here, let me jump back 1 second. Okay.
See, I'm worried about Gannon.
You're gonna find him. Quincy.
He was hurt. Why? I'm not worried about Quincy. I'm worried about Gannon. Okay. I don't believe.
You're not worried about the person that's Gannon.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna cut to the chase. I don't believe the bike story. I don't believe Quincy. I don't believe Terrence. It's all bullshit.
Okay, you can't help me anymore.
Okay, fine. All right, good.
You're not gonna help me anymore. And she hangs up. He says, I don't believe you, and you're not gonna help me anymore, and it hangs up. So that's where it ends. That's Valentine's Day with his wife. Okay. And I'm not lying when I say it only gets worse. If she changed that story that many times, what do you think she's gonna do when he confronts her on the blood, on the board, everything? So we'll pick back up tomorrow and we'll start with the 15th. But and I know the Bendy already read the Boone letter and stuff. But if you guys are interested in going through Boone's most recent letter, because I've done all of her letters before, let me know. But yeah, thanks for everyone for hanging out. Thank you for anybody who had gifted memberships or sent a super chat. Shout out Harlot, you're an awesome mod. And yeah, have a wonderful night. I will see you guys tomorrow about like 7:30 Eastern. So have a great night.